And welcome to Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live this evening from Brookabach Field at the Georgetown IAC Athletic Complex in Georgetown. And we're joined tonight by Mr. T.J. Vela and Chuck Tracy down to the sidelines, our technical director, Cinna Vincott, and Joshua Blatch. And let's send it down to the sideline, T.J. first. We've already heard from you for a moment. Let's hear from Chuck Tracy down to the sideline. Chuck, what's the mood like down there?
Number 30,
the team seems to be pretty pumped up, ready to get the season started, but it is very humid out here. It could cause problems for a team from California. That'll be an advantage for our Pirates. But I think the team is ready to get going here, get this season kicked off, and get a little revenge on this Cal Lutheran team.
That sounds good. And Mike, let's swing it back up here. Let's get TJ back on camera if we can, since we had kind of a false start there. And we'll wait until the shot gets framed up. We're putting Mr. Mike Rose, who was back here last night, by the way, the voice of the Vista Ridge Rangers for us here on Vype Live, and he's helping us out with camera, along with Harley Hudson running the camera as well. And TJ, we'll try this again. Hopefully we can hear you this time. It is college football. It is 2022. You were a member of that first Pirates, one of the early Pirate teams back about 7 or 8 years ago. Not to date you or anything, but here we go, 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, you kind of did date me there a little bit, Merle, but it's all good. It's all good. You know, like I said earlier, it's just really nice to be back here at Brookabach Field to get to see not just the players and the coaches, but a lot of the same fans that are out here, right? And they're the ones that make this environment so nice. Brookabach Field's one of the best stadiums in D3, in my opinion. And, you know, without these fans, you know, making that environment so lively, like, you can't get that anywhere else, right? So, excited to be back. It's week 1. And the Pirates, like Chuck was saying, looking for that revenge against this Cal Lutheran team. Yeah, these two teams met to open up the season last year, 37-7 out in California. And the Pirates started slowly last season at 1-6 before rallying to win their final 3 games of the season to close out the season at 4-6. And TJ, with a ton of starters back on both sides of the ball, I've got to imagine the Coach Austin and his Pirate coaching staff, they got to feel pretty good about what they've got coming into this new season. Definitely got to feel really good. You know, last year they had a really young team, you know, a lot of freshmen across the O-line, D-line, out there in the wide receiver spots, but now they're still young, but they have that experience, right? And that's what counts, especially at the collegiate level. And so having those guys with that experience, the Pirates are going to be a force to reckon with in the ASC Conference, I think, this year. Well, that sort of sets the table here. We'll take a quick break, make sure that we're all dialed in and sounding good. Sorry about the false start, but it's been 5 years since we've done it up here. So bear with us. We'll get all that stuff kind of worked out. We'll come back and hear from Pirates head coach Joe Austin. That's coming up next on the pregame show. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
Vlog number one. Well, first off, thank you for being here. Jordan Battles leaps over the defender.
Crosby's second state championship appearance.
How does that sound?
Play in an isolation type situation with the receiver.
Tell me when to go, Cinna. And we're pleased to be joined for the first time in 2022 on the pregame show by the head coach of the Southwestern Pirates, Coach Joe Austin. Coach, thanks for joining us. And season opener, rematch of last year's season opening loss out in California against California Lutheran. Your thoughts on last year's game, and what do you expect to be the same and different from this year?
Well, we hope that a lot will be different. Last year, we were just transitioning to a different offensive system, and it wasn't a great offensive game by any means. Defensively, we did okay, but we gave up too many big plays. And they're a big play offense. Their style is to run it and draw you in close and then go for a big play in an isolation type situation with the receiver one-on-one on a defensive back. So if we can limit those isolation plays, execute better with our offensive system, I think we can have a pretty good game.
Talk about this year's Pirates just a little bit. We were talking on the show on Monday night about how many guys you got coming back. 9 guys, I think, on defense. Was it 6 or 7 on offense? Most of those guys experienced that game last year. What's summer camp been like for them, fall camp, and how do you think that's going to help them heading into this opening game?
Yeah, if we're totally healthy, which I don't know that we'll ever be at any point during the season, but we could have as many as 9 returning starters on defense, and depending on how you count receivers and tight ends and things, we could have as many as 8 on offense. So we feel good about that, and the number of returning guys that we've had. We've had a pretty typical training camp in that you have, some soft tissue injuries. You have a sprained ankle and a pulled groin and a strained quad, and we just need to spend the days leading up to this game. And of course, we're recording this, before the game a few days. So
right.
As we're recording this, our goal is to see how healthy we can get as we come into the game on Saturday.
Well, you didn't want to talk about it too much, understandably so on the show on Monday night, but the cat's about to be let out of the bag anyway. What can fans expect to see from this year's version of the Pirates, both on offense and on defense?
A lot of how we ended up last season. And you want to hold something close to the vest, because I'm sure Cal Lutheran's going to sign a coach to watch our show and see what I give away. There's probably nobody watching us now, right? So
right.
We're going to be really similar. With so many returning starters, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And teams always go through transitions as you go through different players and cycles with your football team. And we will always be a team that plays to our strengths and will adjust with our players. But with the number of returning players, it's more adjusting and fine-tuning and minor tweaks rather than throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what will stick. And if we can stay healthy, I think we feel good about what our style of play will be this season.
It's always important to get off to a good start, obviously. You fell behind early last year. How important is that, given that happened last year, how important is that, more so than usual, maybe to get off to a good start here tonight?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one of the good things about how we ended last year was in our next to last game, we got down to California Lutheran, or to Texas Lutheran, a couple scores in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Went down at halftime by a couple scores, came back and had a dominant second half and won that football game. So, perhaps it's not as crucial that everything go letter perfect at the beginning of the game as maybe it would have been at certain points last year. When you've got a good number of returning starters, I think you feel like we can be calm amidst adversity. We can process and deal with little things that might happen. But of course, ideally your season opener goes just how you want it. You come out and you score on the first drive and you stop them on the first drive and you go into halftime with a couple score lead and you put them away in the third quarter. That's a script you'd like to have. Hopefully we can, if it doesn't go letter perfect, hopefully we can still be mature enough to play a 4-quarter game and do what we have to do to pull it out at the end.
Well, Coach, looking forward to seeing how it goes on Saturday night. Any final thoughts here before we let you go?
Excited to kick off the season and excited to be with Vype Media and have you, Merle, back as our play-by-play guy. And I think we'll have a pretty good season. Of course, as any football coach will say, it's how healthy you can be. If we can stay healthy, I think we'll be able to roll out a pretty good football team every week.
Southwestern Pirates head coach Joe Austin, a guest during the pregame show. We'll take a break and be right back in time for the national anthem and the opening kickoff. You're watching Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network. And welcome back to Birkelbach Field on the campus of Georgetown ISD, Georgetown High School. Merle Birch and TJ Bailey here, along with Josh Blanchard, producer, Suna Vincott, our technical director, Harley Hudson, Mike Rose, running the camera for us, and Rosie Bega, our QA administrator, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast. Give a shout out to my better half, Christina Weber, back tuning into the broadcast. And we're going to turn it over to the PA for our national anthem. All right, national anthem. And Mike, I want to get Chuck and Coach down there. Let's hear what Coach Austin has to say here in just a few moments. Chuck Tracy down on the sidelines with Coach. Take it away, Chuck.
All right, Coach, it's been a few months. You had a pretty good run there at the end of last season. You want to build on that? How does rescheduling Cal-Lu work for you pre-conference in the AFC?
They're a good team, 7-3 last year, and they got the better of us. But I think the key, first thing you said, we want to pick up where we left off. We've got a good number of starters back on offense, defense, and special teams, so hopefully we can have a good night.
What's the mood of the team, Coach?
I think their mood's right where it needs to be. You know, we don't want to be too overhyped and not underhyped, so I think we're doing pretty well.
You think the weather's going to give us any benefits?
Nobody knows. I quit looking at weather apps. They're always wrong.
All right, Coach. Good luck today. Back to you, Merle.
All right, thank you, Chuck. Good to hear from Coach Austin. We're ready to go. You see the captains meeting there at the center of the field. As Chuck alluded to, it's been nasty. It rained all afternoon. It's kind of cleared off now. Cloudy skies, TJ, but you were down there talking to some of the recruits, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you were down there talking to some of the recruits. A little muggy. You expecting maybe some cramping today, that kind of thing on both sides?
Yeah, especially with it being week 1. You can definitely expect a lot of cramping today. So the water girls and water boys down there need to make sure the team stays hydrated on both sides so we don't have anyone going down with an injury, because I was out there, like you were saying, Merle, and it was humid. I had my towel out. I was wiping sweat off my brow basically every single time I was down there. So it's going to be one of those days, I think. So we'll see here who is just ready to go, best conditioned for this contest.
One of those days I like to say you need gills to breathe down there on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like, let's see, it looks like the Pirates will get the football first to start the season. Cal Lutheran out of Thousand Oaks, California, coming off a 7-3 season that included one win by forfeit. Over the winter, the Kingsmen named longtime assistant coach Anthony Lugo as their head coach after Lugo served in that role on an interim basis last season. And speaking of last season, I mentioned 37-7 the score out in California, and the Pirates looking to avenge that. As we heard on the South SU Football Weekly on Monday night, TJ, you tuned into that, and I didn't realize it at the time. That first game last year, a brand new office installed for Southwestern. Takes a while to make those kind of adjustments, does it not?
It always takes a little bit of time, especially when we have a younger team coming into fall camp like that. But the good thing is, like you've been saying, we had that whole 2021 season to get used to the offense, to get all of our key players aligned to what the goal is with the offense. And now we've had spring ball, we've had fall camp. So the Pirates are more than ready for the 2022 season when it comes to the offense.
2022 season is already underway. Some of the conference games in the books. It's Hardin-Simmons over Wayland Baptist, 79-14. East Texas Baptist falling to University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, 52-13. Howard Payne over Good Friends down in Seguin, Texas Lutheran, 59-45. And Birmingham Southern over McMurray, 26-9. Those are some of the early games in the American Southwest Conference. We'll give you scoring updates on some of the later games as we get started. So the Pirates set to receive, going from left to right. If you're just listening instead of watching, the Pirates at the black jerseys with big, thick goldenrod piping down the side, big, thick numerals in the black helmet. And Cal Lutheran in all white. They kind of look like the Minnesota Vikings, Mike Rose. With the white jerseys and pants, purple numerals, and the purple helmet with the gold trim. No wind to speak of. About 75 degrees, drizzly, rainy skies. But it's football in Texas, and we're about ready to get underway. And it's going to be a line drive kick. It's going to sail back to the 1-yard line, bringing it up to the 5, to the 10, up to the 15. And knocked down there at about the 18-yard line. Good coverage by the Kingsmen. And on the return for the Pirates, Elijah Norris, a senior defensive back. And Landry Gilpin will lead out the Pirate offense. First down and 10 from their own 17-yard line as we are underway from Georgetown. Emails open, by the way. Southwestern FB, that stands for football. Southwestern FB at gmail.com. As you see the offense lineup there for the Pirates going from left to right. First down and 10. Should be McQuan Marion lined up to his left. That is Marion. He's going to take the first carry off right tackle. Spins out. One tackle. Ball's on the carpet. Scrambled, and it looks like Cal Lutheran may have fallen on the football at the 15-yard line. No word yet from the official. Looks like maybe we got, well, the defense started on the field. We might have caught a break there, TJ.
The Pirates caught a huge break there. We were talking about the weather before this. The ball's going to be slick. It's going to slip out of your hands. Ball security is going to be the story of this game, I think. And if that's any precursor to what could come, the Pirates need to hold on to the ball.
Second down and 12 back at the 15-yard line. Two receivers wide left, one to the near side for Gilpin. Gilpin, quick drop, looking, rolling to his right. Got a receiver open. That's got to be a flag. There it is. As the defender for the Kingsmen was draped all over the Pirate wide receiver, Ethan Powell. And I can see that up here, and I'm getting old, TJ.
Yeah, and Ethan Powell, he's such a big wide receiver. He came in as a tight end for the Pirates his freshman year, and he's only gotten a lot stronger and a lot bigger. So you have his height already, like over 6'2", and then you add in a couple pounds of muscle here and there. He's just a force when it comes to a wide receiver. So it's really tough for corners to have to measure up with him. He's more so, if you're a linebacker, then it's a little easier for them. But these corners, it's going to be real tough on them. You got to jam them early if you expect to not let Ethan Powell catch the ball today.
So first down at the 25-yard line after the defensive holding. And it's two receivers wide left. Actually, trips wide left. Nobody here on the near side. Gilpin in the shotgun. Swings it out left flat, complete up to the 25. Nice move up to the 30, bouncing to the outside. 35 to the 40, and all the way out to the 42-yard line. Just swung it out on the left side, and JoJo Wilson, the freshman, showing good speed to get around the edge.
And I just talked about Ethan Powell, Merle. If you go back to that play, you can see that Ethan Powell got a quick block on the corner, and he drove him all the way to the sideline, which really allowed JoJo to get the corner and get above the 10-yard mark for the first down.
First down and 10 at the 40-yard line. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. Gilpin. Little counter play to the right side, looking for a running room. Cuts back to the left, and he's going to go down for a 2-yard loss. Marion tried to reverse field, but good pursuit there by the Kingsman defense.
And that play was just blown up by the Cal Lutheran linebacker number 9, Diaz. He absolutely just saw basically the Red Sea part, and he went right in and caught a pulling guard from Southwestern just right in the mouth, and it really just blew up that play from the start.
Second down, 11 back to the 39-yard line. 13:26 to go here in this opening quarter. Two receivers wide left, one to the near side. Gilpin in the shotgun. Handoff Marion. Nope, it's going to be Gilpin himself straight up the middle out of the 45-yard line. Digging for more is going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. That makes it a very manageable third down. Third down and about 2 to go from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was huge for the Pirates right there, getting about 8 yards, just making that third down, like you were saying, are way more manageable because anything past 10 yards for the Pirates, our conversion rate is not that good. So getting up there with Gilpin running the ball is huge.
I asked him on the show Monday night, do you consider yourself a running quarterback or do you run to set up the pass? He said, no, I'm a running quarterback all the way. Always looking to run.
Well, if you look at his high school highlights, that's all he was doing. Even when he was trying to pass, he was just running the ball.
Right.
I'm like, Gilpin, what are you doing?
Big third down here for the Pirates. Third down and 2 from the 48-yard line. Receiver coming in motion. High snap, shuttle pass underneath, and disrupted the timing, but going to depend. Now they're going to say the knee came down at the 48-yard line. I thought he may have spun out of that. They tried to shuttle pass it underneath to Colby Bartlett.
And Diaz again right there just came through, blew up the play for the Pirates, and now we are forced to punt here early in the first.
So fourth down and 2, and the Pirate punting unit is on the field. Benjamin Lancaster puts the right foot into it, sends it spiraling into the right side, and takes a Pirate roll all the way inside the 20 down to the 15, and it gets another little kick in the tail. It's going to roll all the way down to the 8-yard line. So a beautiful punt. 42, about a 50-yard punt with no return.
And that's big for the Pirates right there. You know, losing the senior last year, Will Hurst, he was probably one of the best offensive players for the Pirates in terms of his leg last year and being able to switch field positions. So it seems like, I mean, nothing's lost right here with that guy.
Yeah,
I like
exactly,
that punt a lot.
So the Kingsmen will take over on offense for the first time this season. First down and 10 from their own 9 is where they'll officially start this drive. Ball on the near hash. Led by junior quarterback Nick Lasher, 5'11", 205-pound junior. Got Isaiah Martin lined up in the pistol behind him. And it's Martin with the carry right up the middle and runs right into a black and gold wall. Gain of a yard on the play will bring up a second down and 9.
And they've got a long ways to work right here. More than 90-plus yards to get to the end zone. So it's really just chipping away at it right here. So seeing that first run, that first offensive play of the season for Cal Lutheran.
Second down and 9 from the 10. receiver's wide right. Play action pass, rolling back in the end zone, being chased, and fires over to the right side. In, did he get a foot in bounds? Nope, he had a foot out of bounds. I thought that was a sensational job there by the Kingsman quarterback, and a nice job by the receiver, Dalen Wilson, to try to keep that foot in bounds, but just a little wide.
Yeah, Wilson, a great effort there. Almost looked like he froze right there in midair, more like he had it, and then boom, just went outside. I don't know.
So a chance to get off the field for the Pirate defense. Stops the clock, 10:55 to go opening quarter. 3rd down and 9 from the 10-yard line. Get a stop here. You get the ball back in great field position.
3 and out on the first possession would be huge for the Pirates defense here.
Lasher, quick drop. And fires over to the right side. That ball is incomplete. A little overthrown. The Pirates had a better chance at that football than any of the Kingsmen did. On the coverage for Southwestern, I think it was Micah Justice.
I think it was number 7, Peyton Vaughn.
Number 7, Peyton. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the senior out of Hazel, Texas. I know Peyton. He's a really good player. He's grown a lot since his freshman year, too, similar to Powell. And he's showing it here. He showed a lot last year, his junior year, but here in his senior year, expect big things from him.
So the Kingsmen set to punt this away from deep in their own end zone. Good snap. Oh, dropped the snap. In trouble in the end zone. He's going to go down. That's going to be a fumble for a touchdown. It is a Pirate defense. Bad snap. Punter tried to pick it up. Couldn't recover in time. And then on the stop, it was Patrick Nicholas falling on the football. And the Pirate defense gets the first score of the 2022 season.
If you could find me the man, Merle, who had those odds for Patrick Nicholas to score the first touchdown for the Pirates in this 2022 season, let me know. Because he's a rich man right now.
Well, what a difference. As Charlie Fournier, sophomore, on for the extra point. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And it is good. So 10:43 to go in the first quarter. Good start for the Pirates. Up 7-0. And boy, that's one way to get the cobwebs shaken off, TJ. Just come out and get a 3-and-out in defense and a fumble recovery in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, this defense is going to be hyped up now the rest of the game. Momentum on the Pirates side, and I don't think there's anyone more happy in the stadium right now than Coach Kriesel, the defensive coordinator for the Pirates. He's got some water cooler talk now for Coach Austin and those offensive coaches. Like, hey, who scored the first touchdown of the season? My guys. That's who did it. Good stuff by the Pirates defense right there.
So 10:43 to go, 7-0 Southwestern. Dark clouds rolling in. Hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate with us here.
Yeah, I checked the weather earlier. It said it was only supposed to rain at 3. So, if it rains right now, someone's lying.
Lights are on here at Birkelbach Field, home of the Eastview Patriots and Georgetown Eagles in the Georgetown ISD School District. And a short high kick, going to be fielded at the 15-yard line up to the 20. To the 25, finds a seam, and out to the 30 and out to the 33-yard line. Pretty good return there of about 26 yards. That was Dalen Wilson on the return again.
And, you know, there's always two sides to a story, Merle. You know, we had the Pirates defense hyped up. They just scored a touchdown here in the first quarter of the first game. But then you have Cal Lutheran's offense, who went 3 and out in their first drive. And then you had their special teams, who gave up a touchdown in the first drive, first play of the 2022 season. So right now for them, it's all about coming back from that, compartmentalizing everything, and just being able to say, okay, we made those mistakes, but now we got to come back and just do everything better.
The first down and 10 from the 33-yard line. At least they've got better field position to start this drive to the Kingsmen. And a quick drop, fires over to the left side, and complete out to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be about it. About a 7-yard pickup as they swing it out on the left to Julio Angel. And that'll bring up a second down at about 3 from the 40-yard line.
And that was a nice job by Rose there in the coverage. Yeah, the wide receiver Cal Lutheran made the catch, but he made sure, Rose did, to hold on to the receiver's legs to allow enough time for his teammates to swarm over there and make the stop and not allow the first down.
Second down and 3 from the 40. Handoff right up the middle in a big hole, but it closes quickly. Second effort gets him out across the 45, maybe to the 46-yard line. Not sure if that was Jacques Smith or Caleb Casimir. I'm going to double check that here if I can with 2 number 5s.
Whoever it was, Peyton Vaughn came in and laid some wood on him. Big hit right there in the hole. Yeah, he got a little bit yards after the carry there, after contact made, and got the first down. But Southwestern's defense making some good impressions right now.
First down at the 46-yard line for the Kingsmen. Lasher dropping back. Now handoff right side. And back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. That's going to bring up a second down and 10 for Cal Lutheran.
And that was number 17, Alexander Gomez, right there. He's from McAllen. He's another Valley boy here on this Pirates team. He's made a lot of good impacts throughout his time here at Southwestern, and excited to see what he's going to do in this 2022 season.
Second down and 9 from the 47-yard line. Lasher dropping back, looking under pressure, and dumps it off underneath. Caught at the 45. Breaks one tackle across the 50 and dives down to about the 48-yard line. Made something out of nothing there as they pick up about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a third down and about 5 yards to go.
And flash the hands there too a little bit, a little one-handed catch action. And then lowered his shoulder to get some extra yards after contact there.
That's Isaiah Martin, number 5. So third down and about 4 from the 48-yard line. Dropping back, looking fine over to the right side, complete at the 45-yard line, and wrestled to the turf inside the 40 down to the 39. That'll be good for another Kingsman first down. Once again on the reception was Wilson.
And that's the same exact play that the Kingsmen ran on their first play here in this drive here, Merle. Just in the opposite directions, that little out route. It's paying them some good dividends right now, getting that first down right there and then getting good chunks of yards earlier in the drive as well.
So first down and 10 for Cal Lutheran at the 39-yard line with 7:54 to go opening quarter. Handoff up the middle. And upended in the backfield. Crashing in backside for Southwestern. Peyton Vaughn. Second nice play of the ball game to knock down Isaiah Martin.
I'm telling you, Merle, Peyton Vaughn, he's going to be someone to watch for the Pirates this year on defense. You lose guys like Jackson Reese last year. You gotta have people step up for your Coach Austin and Coach Kriesel. And I expect Peyton Vaughn to be one of those people for this Pirates defense and the team as a whole.
Second and long. The receiver's wide right, one to the near side. Lasher in the shotgun again. Hand off Martin right to the middle, and a nice hole, but it closed fairly quickly. Knocked down to the 36-yard line. Going to set up a big third down here. Third down and 7 coming up for the Kingsmen.
And I was talking earlier, Merle, about the fans and the environment here at Birkelbach Field, and you can hear them right now on this third down. They're getting behind their team, making some noise, trying to get the defense, get the ball back to the offense here.
Up 7-0. Looking for the stop here, and third and 7 to go from the 31-yard line. Two receivers wide right. Lasher. Play clock down to 4. Quick drop. Good protection. All day. Now fires over the left side. Completed the 30, inside the 30, and steps out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. That'll be good for a Cal Lutheran first down. Swung it out. Got to check that roster again because what I've got doesn't match up. The roster in the program 23 is listed as Isaiah Martin, and Martin is number 5, I believe. So
Yeah, I noticed that
for
earlier, but I didn't know if you had a different lineup than me.
Yeah, that's what was kind of throwing me off there. So I'm not sure who number 23 is, but we'll try to verify that when we can. Trips to the right side. And Lasher, handoff, Martin. Inside the 25. Bullhorns his way down to the 20-yard line. Good hard running there by Martin. Picks up 7 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 3.
And whether it is Martin or not back there, the Pirates defense cannot arm tackle this man. They have to lower their shoulder into him because he's already proven in just a few plays that you have to, if you're going to bring him down, you're either going to need the whole team or you're going to need your whole body, not just your arms. So Martin, or whatever his name is right now, doing a good job for his team right now.
Pretty sure Martin is number 5. That was on the starting lineup I got.
All right.
2nd down and 3. And he's going to get the carry again. He's going to have the first down and more upended at the 15-yard line, but falls down to the 14. And this drive has matriculated its way down the field nicely, TJ, for Cal Lutheran.
Yeah, if you're the coaches from Cal Lutheran right now, it seems like Martin's going to be your bread and butter as he jogs off the sideline right now. Give him a little break. He has basically single-handedly gotten his team out all the way from originally the 9-yard line to this point.
So 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Trips lined up wide right, one to the near side. Dropping back, Lasher looking left, fires over the center of the field and incomplete.
And Lasher had him. He had his receiver.
I think it was Lopez, I'm guessing. It's either Lopez or Lamica. They're 2 number 11s again. And
yeah, he had him. He just overthrew him.
Yeah. He found a little seam in there.
He found the weak spot in the Pirates defense, but luckily for the Pirates, like he was saying, overthrew him.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Two receivers to the left. Handoff, new running back, and he's going to go nowhere. Going to be dropped for a couple of yards loss on the play. That was James Holland on the carry, and the Pirates fans with an appreciative roar below is going to set up a 3rd down and long as we come up to the 4.5-minute mark.
Just a huge swarm of Pirates there, Merle, just getting to the ball carrier. And, you know, yes, it's important everywhere in the field, but especially here in the red zone, digging down and making sure that as a defense you are bringing everything together as a collective unit. That is the big thing if you're the Pirates defense here.
So big 3rd down coming up here once again. 3rd down at about 13 to go from the 17-yard line. 2 receivers wide right, one to the near side. Lasher dropping back, looking left, fires left side. That ball's going to be overthrown. Good coverage down the field for Southwestern. That is Joseph Flores on the coverage, and the field goal unit going to come on here for the Kingsmen. So a bend but don't break, if you will, for the Pirate defense.
Yeah, I'd say that's another good drive and a stop for the Pirates defense right there. And we talked earlier about the weather and how it's going to affect ball carriers. We didn't even mention how it could affect quarterbacks. We saw right there twice. Lasher overthrew his receivers, and whether it be because of pressure or the coverage of Southwestern corners, either way, overthrew his receivers, and now settling for a field goal here.
Matthew Myers, a 35-yarder from the right hash, just inside the right hash. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. It's got the leg. Does it have the accuracy? No good. So serious bend but no break for Southwestern's defense, and the score will remain 7-0 in favor of the Pirates with 4:02 to go in this opening quarter.
Definitely consider that a successful trip right there if you are the Pirates defense. Their first 2 drives haven't allowed a point yet. You are a happy camper if you are Coach Kriesel. And I was speaking to Coach Kelly before the game, Coach Nick Kelly. I played with him back in the day too, and we were talking about the corners and how what's different this year compared to last year. And he was saying that this year they just have to make sure to stay on their assignment. So if you see them with making sure they're on man coverage or in zone coverage, like that is what they focused on all week.
He was fun to watch play, let me tell you. And Gilpin breaks out of the first tackle, gets a nice block on the edge of the 25, cuts it up at the 30-yard line, and had about 4 yards on his own and then broke free and picked up another 7. An 11-yard pickup out to the 31-yard line.
And that's when Landry's fun to watch right there. When he gets in the open field, when he starts to have those one-on-ones with any defender that's coming towards him, that's when he starts getting shifty, and that's when he's really fun to watch. And He's one of the best players on this Pirates team for sure.
6 foot, 170 pound senior quarterback. Trips wide left, first down to the 31-yard line. Gilpin dropping back on the empty back set. Good protection this time, and fires over to the right side, incomplete. Bit of a questionable hit there, but no flag thrown. Tried to swing it out to Ethan Powell. Don't forget the email's open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. If you're a Cal Lutheran fan, welcome aboard. Bet the weather's better where you are than it is here in Georgetown.
Yeah, keep saying that, Merle, so we don't have more Californians moving to Austin. Keep saying that.
Second down and 10 from the 31-yard line. High snap, Gilpin gets it. Gets a block on the edge, cuts it back up the middle, bounces to the right to the 35-yard line, up to the 37. That play looked like disaster when the ball hit his hands, but somehow he managed to squirt forward and pick up 7 yards to set up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Ramirez for the Cal Lutheran defense came in and blew up a Southwestern O-lineman, but that Southwestern O-lineman did just enough to not let Ramirez make a tackle. And I used to have a coach always say, if you can't make a play, just get in the way of someone else. Right. And so right there, our guy did just enough right there to allow Gilpin to move forward in positive yardage.
Get the impression he doesn't need much.
No, he doesn't. He just needs a little sliver right there, and he can get through.
3rd down and 3 from the 37-yard line. Dropping back. Gilpin fires, and it was under pressure. He just kind of sidearm slung it there to get it away and avoid the sack, and the punting unit will come on again for the Pirates.
And that's something we've seen here, Merle, early on, is this pressure from the Cal Lutheran defense, especially that front 7. And a lot of the questions last year was the O-line here for Southwestern. They were a lot younger. They didn't have as much experience, and they had a lot of injuries last year. And early on here in fall camp in 2022, they also had a lot of injuries. Some of the guys like Ty Reiner, he's not playing today. And, right now I think, as we've seen right here, if you're Cal Lutheran, I'm going to keep applying pressure. I'm going to keep testing this O-line, making Gilpin feel like he's uncomfortable.
Right.
Because if you can do that, you would allow your offense to have more reps and make the Southwestern defense tired. And you could find yourself in the win column at the end of this game.
Well, that ball off the side of the foot of Benjamin Lancaster, and only went about 13 or 14 yards. And that will give Cal Lutheran pretty good field position, first down and 10 to the Pirate 43-yard line.
It seems like we keep mentioning the weather, but we didn't mention how the weather could affect the kickers too,
That's
Merle.
True.
You throw a ball down your foot and just slips right off, and you have a punt like that.
You wouldn't think it would affect us inside, but the windows are actually fogging up a little bit, so that's going to be interesting as the game wears on.
Yeah, if I don't say the right kids' names, it's because of the
why.
fog. It's because of the fog,
yeah.
Terrence.
That's your story, and you're sticking with it, right?
100%.
First down, 10 at the 43-yard line. Rolling out to his right, and firing over the right side, and a nice catch made at the 29-yard line, breaks a tackle, stays up, tippy toes up the sideline, and finally lost his balance. He stepped out of bounds. They're going to stay at the 22-yard line. But a pretty good pitch and catch there from Lasher.
Thankfully, the Pirates had the 12th defender out there with
Yes.
the sideline, because that wide receiver for Cal Lutheran was going straight to the end zone right there.
Tucker Drawdy, big tight end, coming back to bail out his quarterback. 2:18 to go here in this first quarter. On a first down and 10 at the 22.
Now, if you saw him, Earl, big 99, Jalen Levine out of Houston, Texas, was going into the game right there. Guessing Coach Kriesel thinks that they're going to run right here.
He was right. Handoff up the middle. Breaks the tackle inside the 20, inside the 15, and hit from behind, but will fall forward to the 11-yard line. And if that's Martin, he will move the chains. They get all untangled. It'll be a first down here for the Kingsmen at the Pirate 11. First down, Texas Lutheran, California Lutheran at the 11.
You already want rivalry week to be here, Merle. I love
right.
it.
Lasher dropping back. Fade pattern, left side of the end zone, and incomplete, just off the fingertips. Had the receiver kind of turned around as they tried to get it down to Julio Angel. Good coverage there by the Pirates.
And
that Norris again.
And wide receiver for Cal Lutheran gave a nice double move to Elijah. And almost had it. He had Elijah, trying to get back and recover. Just another bad throw right there from Lasher, excuse me, went over the head of him.
2nd and 10 from the 11. 7-0 Southwestern on top. First quarter winding down. One receiver split wide right, one to the near side for Lasher. Hand off to Martin, and he's going to be met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Crashing in from the backside, Clayton Tracy. Is that Clayton Tracy, number 2? Does he play offense and defense?
I think it's
Aiden
Aiden O'Connell.
I can't. Time to get my glasses. That's not number 2. That's O'Connell, number 8.
Aiden O'Connell, the sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas, from Central Catholic High School. A big stop there for Aiden O'Connell. I actually have a funny story about Aiden, and when we get some time, Merle, when Cal Lutheran isn't pressing in our red zone, we can talk about it.
Well, there is a number 2 out there for the Pirates.
It may have been Clayton Tracy then.
Yeah. We'll find out from Chuck between quarters. 3rd down and 13. Firing to the right side and in and out of the ends and almost intercepted. Almost the old tip drill. Almost caught, almost intercepted. It falls harmlessly to the turf. And that'll set up another field goal attempt with 34 seconds to go.
Another 3rd down stop for this Pirates defense in the red zone. Like you're saying, Merle, bend don't break.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job right now here in this first quarter.
They got it down to 11 and looked like they had some momentum, but the Pirate defense stiffens up. And Matthew Myers on to try his 2nd field goal attempt. This one will be from 32 yards between the hashes. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And he knocks it through. So 32 ticks on the clock in the opening quarter, and CLU trims the Pirate lead to 7-3. And while we got a break in the action, I want to thank some of the sponsors of Pirate football, including Antioch Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chappelle Realty Group, Chick-fil-A, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Double Dave's Pizza, Eagles Wings, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Georgetown Shirt Company, First American Title, The Golden Rule, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Groove Line Productions, HEB, House of Gaines, John F. Lewis CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers, Fries, and Shakes, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Ross and Champion, Rudy's, Schlotsky's at Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Stephanie Featherstone with State Farm, Upstream Investment Partners, and Zani's Hands. You see some of them flashing there on your screen. Be sure to thank all those folks and for all they do, not just the broadcast, but all they do. It takes a lot of money to run a college football program, and without those folks, a lot of stuff couldn't happen, TJ.
I didn't even know we had that many companies here in Georgetown, Merle.
It is a long list of sponsors, that's for sure.
You ain't lying.
And that kickoff is going to sail back into the end zone, bringing it out to the 10, to the 15, cuts it back up to the 20, and boy, he looked like, as the helmet goes flying off, he looked like he was getting up ahead of steam. Elijah Norris, a pretty good return, knocked down there at the last second by Christopher Diaz.
Yeah, big hit there by Diaz, and we've seen him before in this game. Put his shoulder down and lay the wood on a Southwestern player, and he definitely did that on the kickoff right there.
So the Pirate lead has been trimmed to 4. Let's see what the offense can do with the football back here in this final 28 seconds in quarter number 1. Gilpin leads them out. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Dropping back, looking. Fade pattern to the right side, and that ball overthrown, incomplete. Nice idea, stretching out the field, trying to get it out to Ethan Powell.
Yeah, they've been going to him all game so far. It's like the 4th time right there. Haven't been able to connect, but once they do, get ready, because we're going to have the band playing the fight song if I'm a betting man.
2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Gilpin, little counter play that worked nicely before. This time, TLU was ready for it. New running back into the ball game for the Pirates. That's Gianni Teseg. And looks like the clock is going to tick down, and don't think the Pirates are going to get another playoff here as it ticks down to 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the first quarter. First quarter of the 2022 season in the books. Pirates up 7-3. And let's send it down to Chuck Tracy down on the sideline. First thing, Chuck, I sure you heard us. Was that indeed Clayton Tracy in the stop?
It's actually Jason Lund wearing number 2 on the defense. He used to wear 94, I believe, but for some reason he's got 2 on. It is the same number as Clayton Tracy, but he's an offensive player and
not
nearly the size to play D-line. So you're right, but it is Lund, and we should expect to see that number called a lot.
All right, well, we'll make sure of that. Thanks for the note. What are your thoughts on the first quarter of play, Chuck?
I think the defense has shown out pretty good. I mean, they gave up a little bit of yards between the 20s, but when it counted, they've really stiffened their neck. The offense is just, they're just trying to find their rhythm, and it's just a matter of time before they do, as well as anyone, especially TJ up there, but you covering football for so long, it takes a little bit longer to get the offense in gear than it does the defense.
That's exactly right. Well, thank you, Chuck, and thank you for the clarification on the name.
Sure.
And we'll get ready for quarter number 2. 7-3 Pirates on top. Merle Bertrand, TJ Vela. Josh Blanche, our producer. Mike Rose, Harley Hudson on the camera. And a third down and 9 for the Pirates. And it's going to be Gilpin with a nice run on the quarterback keeper all the way. Breaks a tackle, and he might have the first down. That was a great second and third effort out to about the 30-yard line. Thought they were going to get him in the backfield, but he had other ideas.
A nice little draw play there from Coach Austin, really using Gilpin's strength against the Cal Lutheran defense. They were going to blitz hard on this long third down play, and so they really just let him come upfield, and the Pirates taking advantage, and it doesn't look like Gilpin was able to get to the first down mark, unfortunately, for the Pirates. However, good play call there, and we'll see if Lancaster can shift the field here.
Fourth and a short 1, so he was stopped just shy of the first down. Cal Lutheran 6 first down to the Pirates 3 in the first quarter. I hear a plane. Sounds like it's about to land on the field. A high booming punt. It's going to take a sideways bounce out of bounds, and Cal Lutheran will start this drive with pretty good field position as the second quarter gets underway. Teams will flip sides of the field, of course. So Kingsman now going from left to right. Pirates going from right to left.
There is an airport here in Georgetown, Merle. I don't
Yes,
know if you
there
knew
is.
that. Used to live near it, and so I would always hear these planes coming in. It was not the best when you're trying to get 8 hours of sleep as a Southwestern football player, trust me.
Well, I know advertisers are not above flying the banner above the stadium on a game day, and I'm kind of wondering if that's what might be going on. Either that or a drone's hovering around here.
They didn't submit their sponsorship in time to us
No, they
to
didn't.
announce it, so they have to go do other ways to make it happen for them.
So a short punt sets up the Kingsmen in business at the Pirate 41-yard line. First down and 10, just underway second quarter. Lasher play fake, looking, pump fake, and good coverage downfield. Now he fires over to the left side, incomplete. Great coverage downfield by the Pirate defense on the coverage at the end of the play, Elijah Norris, but he had a lot of help as Lasher just had no place to put the football.
Yeah, Lasher's eyes were looking at number 16, Julio Engel, out there, and I thought he was going to pull the trigger. It looked like he may have had him on a little bit if he would have faded the ball out towards the numbers, but luckily for the Pirates defense, he didn't even attempt it.
Second and 10 from the 41-yard line. One receiver wide left, trips to the near side. Now a receiver coming in motion and settling it on the right side. Lasher. Handoff up the middle. And Martin's going to be knocked down at about the 36-yard line. Pick up about 5 yards on the play. Will bring up a third down and 5. And it looks like we have an injury timeout on the field, so we'll let them attend to the young man. I think I caught a glimpse of 64, which is Max Thorne, a sophomore out of Agoura Hills, California. Well, what a different start than a year ago. 37-7 last year out in T.O., California. And, boy, the Pirates get a bit of a break early on, and then they get special teams play. The big fumble recovery in the end zone for a touchdown on a drop snap on a punt attempt, and that's been the scoring so far for the Pirates.
Yeah, what a difference a year makes, Merle. I remember tuning into that game on YouTube last year. just watching as a proud alum, and I saw the first few plays, saw the first few drives, and I decided my Saturday night would be spent doing other things instead of watching the Pirates that night. But right now, they're doing a great job. Defense has played outstanding. The Pirates offense, little hiccups here and there, but they're doing well too.
And we've got an email here on southwesternfb@gmail.com from Mr. David Bryant saying number 23 is Tyson Lundring. So I'm assuming he didn't say, we were trying to figure out 23 before. I'm guessing that's for the Kingsmen. So thank you very much, sir.
So 5 is Martin then.
5 is Martin. 3rd down and 6 to go here for the Kingsmen. Dropping back. Pass over to the right side. Complete at the 31-yard line and dropped right there. Beautiful job in the open field. Crashing in backside. That was Jamarcus Ross to keep that one from Tyson Lundring from going any further. Just in the nick of time.
Yeah, I'll say good timing by you, David Bryan.
Was enough for the first down, however, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Cal Lutheran from the 30-yard line. 12:57 to go in this first half. Lasher dropping back, looking. Flag comes down, fires over to the center of the field, batted away at the last second. Could have been intercepted. At worst, it'll be a 2nd down and 10 as Elijah Norris came crashing in, but I think we're going to have a hold here on the offense.
And Norris there. Big hit on that Cal Lutheran receiver. Said, don't come over here anymore. Because I got a little bit more where that came from. And the white hat. His name's Doogie, actually, Merle.
Doogie, really?
I know him, yeah. I know. So I'm from the Corpus area. He reps down there typically.
Very cool.
And so when I was down there talking to the recruits.
On the offense, number 18, 5-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
When I was down there talking to the recruits, my sister, she's like, hey, Doogie's here. I said, no way Doogie's here. Yeah, that's Doogie.
After the penalty, 1st and 15.
He does college games.
There you
every
go.
weekend.
TJ Vela with the insight.
You know, I was almost a ref this year too,
Were you?
Earl. Yeah, but then you called me, so I said,
There you go.
let's come up here.
Well, we used to work with the Austin football officials back in the day, and
Really?
it really took the fun out of picking on the officials once we found out all the work they put into it.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of
It's
work.
a lot of
I
work.
never realized it either as a player.
1st and 15, pass over to the left side, got a receiver open and intercepted at the 2-yard line. Now they're fighting for the football, but it looks like the Pirates will indeed come away with it. And hauling it in for Southwestern was Patrick Nicholas. Kingsman had him open for a second, but the ball just seemed like it stayed in the air for a long time.
Yeah, I got really worried when I saw the ball in the air and I saw a wide open Cal Lutheran receiver, and then out of nowhere, Patrick just came out and just swooped the ball out of there and said, give me that, and now the Pirates offense got the ball here on the 4-yard line early in the 2nd quarter.
So 12:39 to go, 2nd quarter. And Southwestern have to take care of the football here. That's the hold your breath part of the equation.
Yeah.
As it'll be 1st and goal from their own 2-yard line. 1st and goal, 1st and 10 from their own 2.
You may see a hard count here, maybe trying to get the Cal Lutheran defense to jump off sides, get a little bit more breathing room there. You know, packed up right next to your own end zone.
So Gilpin standing on the G of Eagles in the end zone. And he's going to keep it himself and puts his head down, picks up about 2 yards just to get, well, I'd say out of the shadow of his own goalpost, but it's cloudy as heck, so there's no shadows to be found. 2nd down and 8 from about the 4.
Gained about 2 yards there, so a little bit more breathing room, but not much.
Not much. Clock continues to roll. 7-3 Southwestern on top here, early 2nd quarter.
It's important right here to at least get to the 10 if you're not going to get
Yeah.
the first down, because you got to leave room for your punter at the end of the day, and you want to give a little bit room to at least flip the field too with a good punt.
Gilpin now standing on the goal line with one receiver wide right, one of the 2 now to the near side. And a little shuttle pass underneath, breaks a tackle up to the 5, and spins out to the 8-yard line. Boy, that was a dangerous pass and a lot of traffic, but they got away with it. Dumped it off underneath to Saig, I believe that was, number 32, coming in from sort of the right slot position.
And dangerous was right there, Merle. It was a lot of traffic in that area, but I like those plays a lot, especially close to the goal line, because if your running back drops the ball, it's technically an incomplete pass, right? Because you threw the ball forward. So, yeah, the interception almost happened for sure, but luckily enough for the Pirates, it didn't happen. We gained some yards.
3rd down and 3 from the 10. Gilpin going to take it left side, looking for running room, turns a corner and stays in bounds. It's going to depend on the spot. And they're going to say to the 12. Boy, that's going to be close. I think it might be just a little shy.
I think they're
going to give it to
him.
him. Hard. I mean, the chains are all the way on the far side of the field. I could have sworn I'll take it.
Yeah, I saw the line judge right there. He had his hand going over his head. I was like, well, I don't know if you're going to give it to him. No measurement, but luckily for the Pirates, first down.
If there's one thing more endangered in football than huddle, it's a measurement. Have you noticed that? They just don't do it very often.
No, especially on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Refs don't want to deal with that if there's no chains right next to them.
So Southwestern picks up the first down. First down, 10 at the 12-yard line. Gilpin fires right side, complete in the slot. Out to the 15. Big hole in the 20, 25, and out of bounds to the 29-yard line. That one developed pretty quickly.
And Ethan Powell is straight bullying these Cal Lutheran defenders right now. Right there again on the quick screen pass. He just pushed a Cal Lutheran corner all the way to the other side of the sideline. It's incredible right now what he's doing.
That really helped spring JoJo Wilson for a nice reception. First down, 10 to the 27. One receiver wide to the right, 2 to the near side. Gilpin rolling left, good protection, plenty of time, and fires over the center of the field, incomplete. Good coverage downfield by the Kingsmen. Yeah, that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Number 11, John Lopez on the coverage.
Well, the Pirates have accomplished the first mission. One receiver wide right, 2 to the near side. Gilpin dropping back, quarterback draw. He's got a lot of running. Now he fires it. Oh, he fooled him. Complete to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, far sideline, and knocked out of bounds at the 27-yard line. The entire stadium, myself included, thought that Gilpin was going to run that football, and the defense bid on it, TJ, and the Pirates strike big.
I don't know, Merle. Speak for yourself. I knew Gilpin was going to do that right there. Like I said earlier, I've seen his highlight film.
Yeah.
He's known for doing stuff like that with his feet. Act like he's going to run and then throwing it right there like he's Patrick Mahomes almost. Threw it to a wide-open Joey Robinson, who gets his first catch of the year, and a big one at that.
Yeah, Robinson wasn't fooled at all. He was just, his eyes got as big as dinner plates. He was wide open out there.
See, they practice that kind of thing. 'Cause
Right.
They know Gilpin has those abilities, so you're doing that in practice, so they're just used to it at this point.
Gilpin dropping back again. Now rolling to his left, giving back to his right, and gets out of trouble. And fires to the right side, complete up the far sideline of the 16-yard line. Going to be very near the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. I'm pretty sure that was Robinson again.
Now, I think that may have been Ethan Powell.
I say Ethan Powell, 84, yeah.
Ethan Powell, too, finally getting his first catch. He's been doing a great job blocking all day. Getting his first catch here, and another first down for the Pirates.
That's enough for another Pirate first down.
9:09 to go. Southwestern in the red zone again at the 16-yard line.
And Clayton Cracy on the offensive side going in now. Chuck giving us a thumbs up down there.
2 receivers wide right, 2 to the near side. Gilpin, play action. Dumps it off underneath, out of the backfield, into the end zone, touchdown. Tasegi, just out of the backfield. And Pirates with their second touchdown of the game, first offensive touchdown of the 2022 season. That was a well-designed play.
Well-designed play is right, Merle. You have the guys that you have to worry about, like Joey Robinson, Ethan Powell. You never expect the running back to come right at the middle, wide open, and he just walked to the end zone there. I love it right there. Spreading the love to everyone on that. A lot of touches by those Southwestern offensive players on that. I think everyone got at least one touch.
Yeah, it's Charlie Fournier. Good snap and hold. The kick is up. And it was blocked at the line of scrimmage, I believe. No, he knocked it through. That was weird. I lost track of the football.
I was like, blocked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how strong this guy's leg is, but it went all the way underneath the locker room over there. It hit a car. Hopefully they got insurance over there.
I've got a seam in the window. See, that's what
It's the fog, remember?
it's the fog.
in the window,
Yeah. So 48 knocks it through, and with 8:43 to go, the Pirates extend the lead to 14-3. I like that drive, TJ. They really mix things up nicely.
And when you think about where it started, the 2-yard line
Yes.
backed up in their own end zone. Landry Gilbert standing in that G, like you said, went 98 yards all the way to pay dirt. Touchdown. Pirates increase their lead 14-3. Gotta love it, Merle.
Yeah, we're just hoping. Just get a first down. Give your opponents some breathing room. 5 minutes later, they're 98 yards down the field.
Yeah, they made me look like an idiot. At least get to the 10-yard line. You know, you gotta give your opponents some room to work. They're gonna take it all the way to the end zone.
So 14-3. A little bit different story so far, but a lot of football left to be played here, obviously.
And if you're the Pirate defense, you want to get back on that field. You've been having a great day so far. Only allowed a field goal, and you had the Cal Lutheran offense in the red zone multiple times. You're excited to get back out there.
Kickoff down to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, up to the 20, right side 25, and drug forward to the 26-yard line. Another nice return there for the Kingsmen. This time it was James Holland on the return.
And one thing that I was talking with Coach Austin about, Merle, before the game yesterday was that, for one, this Cal Lutheran team, yeah, they beat us last year. They brought back 9 starters on each side of the ball. And so these players know exactly who they're playing against. They've played against these guys before.
Yeah.
It's like playing against an old friend almost. And so they know their tendencies. They know what they're going to do. And so right now we're seeing this Southwestern defense kind of use it against the Cal Lutheran offense. And it's been real fun to watch so far.
So Lasher leads out the offense. First down and 10 at the 25-yard, at the 26-yard line, moving from left to right. 2 receivers to the near side. Lasher, quick drop, swings it out in the left flat, complete to the 20, gets a block on the edge, 25 to the 30, and knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, a 5-yard pickup.
Alexander Gomez there, another big hit from him. Nice hustle, running all the way from the middle of the field to the Cal Lu sideline to keep that gain at a minimum of 5 yards.
Second down and 5 from the 31-yard line. And a flag comes flying in. Well, something yellow came on the field, but not a flag as they play on. And out to the 35-yard line, about a yard shy. I see it there at the 27-yard line. I saw a flashy yellow come in. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 at the 35.
Another big 3rd down for this Pirates defense. Let's see if they can strap in and prevent another 1st down.
3rd and 1 from the 35.
And if you're the Cal Lu coaches here, you're going to give the ball to Martin, if I had to guess.
That's exactly what they do, and he picks up the 1st down and more. Needed 1. He breaks free and gets all the way out to the 43-yard line. That's good for about an 8-yard pickup for the Kingsmen. And they will move the chains here as the clock continues to roll with 7:27 to go in the first half.
Yeah, he's regularly getting 5 yards a carry. So, I mean, statistically speaking, Merle, you could give him the ball every single time and march your way down to the end zone if you're Cal Lu. Obviously, he's going to get tired. He can't do it every time. But right there in that situation, good play call by the offensive coaches at Cal Lu.
Well, I'm not a math major, but you get 5 yards at a carry, you're going to move it down the field pretty quickly.
Yeah, I wasn't a math major either, but that always made sense to me, Merle.
Lasher. Play action. Looking downfield, firing over the center of the field, and that ball is in and out of the hands. Boy, caught a huge break there. As for just a moment. Well, again, I've got a different number on my roster than what the PA announcer said. But he was open, and it just fell out of his hands.
He was more open than a Waffle House on a street corner right there, Merle. The Pirates got a break right there.
2nd down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Handoff up the middle and out to the 45 to the 46-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6. And again, another big third down here for the Pirate defense.
Yeah, with 6:35 left here in the second, the Pirates defense able to get a stop here, give the ball back to their offense with this much amount of time. Get a little drive going, extend their lead. That'd be ideal if you're Coach Austin.
3rd and 6 from the 46. Pass over to the left side, complete at the 50, and stumbles inside the 45 and out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That'll be good for another Kingsman first down. Dalen Wilson.
And that was just another good play right there. The outside wide receiver, number 15, Connor Matzke, delivered a great block on the Southwestern defender that really allowed his teammate to spring open and get that first down.
Yeah, so the roster in the program has a bunch of discrepancies. We'll clean that up at halftime, try to get something a little bit more current and up to date, so I apologize for all the Kingsman fans. Martin, he's right, and he's going to be stacked up at the 43-yard line. Going to lose a yard in the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Hold up, Mark. Didn't they send us this roster? Didn't they have to send us their roster to put into our program?
Well, I've got to, yeah, they did.
That's not on us, Merle. Don't apologize for that. Unless this is last year's roster. No, this is this year. This is up to date. What's going on?
I'm going to dig around in my email here for the 2 deep that Coach Austin gave us. That might be a little bit more current. 2nd down and 11 from the 42-yard line. 5:15 to go here in this first half. 14-3, Pirates on top. Lasher dropping back, looking pass over to the left side, incomplete. A little bit too much mustard on it, and Wilson unable to hang on to it.
Yeah, that pass just a little bit outside of his reach right there. Skips off his hands. Long 3rd down here for the Kingsmen.
3rd down and 11. Yeah, it's totally different. I'm looking at the 2 deep the coach sent. Totally different from what they've got printed in the program. So we'll try to go with that here. Dropping back. Lasher fires over to the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Stride for stride coverage as they try to get it down the field.
And that was just a great recovery there by the Southwestern defender. Conjuring wide open for the Kingsmen. It looked like he could catch that one in stride if it was better thrown. And then just a great recovery there for the underthrown ball and just making sure that he did not catch it.
So kind of in 4-down territory here. The ball spotted at the 42-yard line, and Kalu going to go for it here with 5:03 to go.
I don't know, Merle. I don't trust him. Could be a fake.
Could be. Oh, yeah, the punting unit is on. Good snap back. And they're going to try to pooch this one short. Fair catch call for a made at the 11-yard line. Just did a good job hauling that one in and maintaining possession here. And Southwestern will get it back with 4:57 to go here in this first quarter, or first half. They'll have it at the 13-yard line, which is, you know, that may as well be in the middle of the field when you start a drive at the 2, right?
Yeah, Coach Austin's like, guys, we've done this before. This is no sweat off our backs. Let's just go do exactly what we just did on the previous drive and put it in the end zone for 6.
So 1st down and 10 for the Pirates at the 13-yard line. Empty back set. They spread it out. Gilpin rolling to his left, and he's going to dump it off underneath, complete to the near side to the 18-yard line. About a 5 or 6 yard pickup there for the Pirates. On the receiving end of that pass was Colby Bartlett.
And continuing from the previous drive there, Gilpin doing a really good job of connecting with his wide receivers, catching them at their breaks and making sure that he's putting the ball right where only they can catch it.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of good plays so far from this Pirates offense.
Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5 from the 18. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Empty back again for Gilpin. Dropping back, looking, firing over the left side, and turn around, caught the ball just in the nick of time. Digging for more all the way out to the 34-yard line. Great job there by Ethan Powell. First to turn around and draw it in, and then to break free beyond the defense.
He's too big, Merle. He's too strong. You need more than one guy to bring him down. We've proven that time and again.
1st down at the 33. Clock rolling, 4 minutes to go in the half. Same formation again. Gilpin, this time rolling right. Baca starts to break down. He fires over to the right side. Oh, in and out of the hands. Threw it just a little bit behind his intended receiver. And I guarantee Jojo Wilson would like to have another crack at that one.
Yeah, most definitely. Him and the whole Pirate offense right now. And if you're the Pirate offense, if you notice, Merle, some of those other plays, they were quick passes.
Yeah.
Not allowing the defense for the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen to come through and make a play. And Landry got away from it right there. So we'll see here if Coach Austin maybe wants to go back to the quick passes and just enable his O-line to have less stress when it comes to holding up this Cal Lutheran defensive 7.
Second down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Same empty back set, high snap. Gilpin's going to keep it himself this time, and he's going to cut up the 35-yard line. Keeps the feet churning, gets it out to about the 39-yard line. That'll pick up about 5 yards on the play, maybe 6, and set up a key third down here, 3rd down and 4. And a timeout.
Officials timeout.
Officials timeout, yeah.
That boy Doogie. I think it might be an injury timeout for one of the Southwestern linemen, number 69.
Oh yeah, I see him limping now. I was going to say I don't see anybody on the turf, but yeah, I can see him limping now.
Yeah, he was down there for a little bit, and we were talking earlier. Maybe a cramp, Merle. Here late in the second quarter, you start feeling it, especially as you're the Southwestern offense that's been on the field quite a bit. And if you're Coach Austin, it looks like he may be calling a timeout here once the play clock goes down.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. So 3:21 to go here. 14-3 Pirates on top, season opener. Next week, the Pirates make the trip to Mississippi to take on Belhaven. That will be the only game of the year that we don't broadcast for you on Vype. The decision made to broadcast only in-state games, so be sure to check southwesternpirates.com for the link to the Belhaven broadcast of that game next week. And we'll be back in 2 weeks up in Belton to take on the 2-time defending national champion Mary Hardin Baylor crew. What a way to start conference play.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll start conference next week. I mean, against Belhaven, correct?
That's what I thought too. But
okay.
Coach told me on SU football
for
day.
Us. Yeah, for us.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about them.
Yeah.
For us, that'd be good. It's a good little start.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful stadium that they have out there at UMHB.
I get to be out there Friday night because Vanderbilt is taking on Waco Midway, and they're playing at Mary Hardin Baylor. So
Merle, do you ever sleep?
I'll scout it out for us.
I say, Merle, you work all the time. You're doing a lot of games.
3rd and 4 from the 39-yard line. Let's pick this one up. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Gilpin firing over to the right side. Got his, just off the fingertips again, I think, of Wilson. That one a little bit wider than the last one, and Southwestern will probably punt this one away and try to flip the field here with 3:17 to go. No sense in taking a shot early. You're up by 11. Your defense is playing exceptionally well.
No, especially with only 3 minutes left here in the second quarter, you don't want to give the Kingsmen offense any type of advantage. Your defense is playing really well right now, and I would just try and pin them back as much as you can.
So set to punt this one away is Benjamin Lancaster. The last two won't go on his highlight reel. Let's see what he does here. Much better job this time. That's more like what you're used to seeing. And a fair catch called for and made at the 30-yard line. James Holland hauling that one in. And the Pirate defense looking to get a stop here one more time. It's actually Dante Coxum. I'm not even going to use this roster in the program. It is so totally different. The first down and 10 for Cal Lutheran at the 30-yard line, moving from left to right. They've got 3 minutes and 11 seconds to work with. And a 14-3 Southwestern lead. Lasher, handoff up the middle, and diving out to about the 35-yard line. Make it the 34, about a 4-yard pickup. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Boy, Martin, he's been a workhorse.
Yeah, he's been the star of their offense so far with the Kingsmen. Only thing is right now, with under 3 minutes left, you can't run the ball every single time.
Right.
So luckily for the Pirates there, going to be forced to throw with Lasher, excuse me.
One receiver wide left, 2 to the near side. They send a man in motion. And dropping back, firing over the left side, caught on a dead run to the 40, appended there across the 40, out to the 41-yard line.
And we talk about Martin being a good runner. He picked up a good block right there on a blitzing Southwestern linebacker to give Lasher just enough time to connect with his receiver right there.
Jaden Klein on the reception. It'll be first down and 10 for Cal at the 42-yard line. Clock rolling with 2:22 to go. Trips here to the near side. Receiver coming in motion right to left. Dropping back. Flag comes down, and they're going to blow this one dead. So more than likely an offensive penalty. Yep, procedure is the call. That'll temporarily slow down the Kingsmen here, make it a first down and 15 from back at the 37-yard line.
And if you're Kalu, that's not what you wanted. First and 15, your offense is not built for that right now. Especially with 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. You're trying to get almost, 70 yards?
Yeah.
Like 60-plus yards, the end zone. Not ideal for them right now.
So first and 15 for back at the 37. One receiver left, two to the near side. Lasher, quick drop, fires over to the right side and threw it behind his intended receiver. Angel, the intended receiver, but it thrown a little bit behind him. That'll bring up a second down and 15 from the 33-yard line.
And for a Cal Lutheran offense that hasn't been able to connect on a deep ball yet, those short passes are critical for them.
Right.
To be able to move the ball down the field. So you got to execute if you're Lasher and make that throw and put it into the chest of your receiver.
One receiver to the left, two to the near side for Lasher. Send Klein in motion down to the right side, play action. Pocket starts to break down. Lasher rolling to his right, in trouble. Fires over to the right side, dumps it off underneath, complete to the 40, the 45, and shoved out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Make it the Pirate 49. About a yard shy of the first down, but a nice job there by, I believe that was Klein coming back and helping out his quarterback.
And Klein wide open there. Made the most of that catch with the yards after catch right there. Still not enough for a first down, though.
You got to wonder if they might be in four-down territory here with 1:43 to go. Get the stop on third down, worry about fourth down later. 3rd and 1 from the 49. Two receivers to the left, one to the near side. Going to throw it on third down, and that ball is incomplete and almost intercepted.
And I don't understand that one right there, Merle.
Nope.
We talk about Martin all game getting at least 5 yards for you. You can get 1 yard with him. I mean, I don't understand that one. I don't get paid to make calls. I just get paid to broadcast.
That's right. Camden Terry right there on the coverage for the Pirates, and the punting unit is on. But kind of like before, I don't necessarily buy it here on 4th and 1. And they're gonna call a timeout and think about it. Don't forget the email is open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. southwesternfb@gmail.com.
The thing is, like, even if they run it there and don't get it, the clock still goes.
Yeah.
And Southwestern then has to burn a timeout.
Right.
So it's like, now you're here, your receiver went out of bounds in the previous play, so the clock's already stopped. And now you're just giving Southwestern an extra at least 30 seconds to work with when it comes to their offensive drive here.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's all those little things, isn't it? Everybody looks at the big plays and all that kind of stuff, the highlight stuff, but it's all those little things, all the clock management stuff that goes on that often makes a difference in a football game.
Yeah, it's not just football, too. You think about every single sport, Merle, there's small things in every game,
Yeah.
whether it be in baseball, basketball, golf, all these things that could just make that difference there at the end. That's the beautiful thing about sports, Merle.
So 4th and 1 from the 49.
It's 4th and 1 for the Kingsmen.
Matthew Myers looking over to his side, and they're missing a guy. That's what they're waiting on. He said, give me that guy on the left side. My wall's a little short.
Doogie should have let him snap it.
Punt angles over to the right side, and got to get away from that one. Really get away from, boy, right between the legs, and it's going to be down at the 1-foot line. Wow. That worked out pretty well for the Kingsmen.
And if you're the Southwestern offense, you've done it from the 2-yard line. Why not do it from the 1?
Yeah.
Just show off a little bit for us.
1:27 to go, up by 11 in this first half, but it's 1st and 10 from your own inside the 1-yard line.
This takes me back to 2017 in Abilene against Hardin Simmons. We were in the same situation, second quarter, 1-yard line. We were probably at about 3 minutes left to go, so we had a little bit more time than they do right now, and we were able to drive it down the field on them and score a touchdown to bring it a little closer there before halftime.
Right.
We used a hard count to get Hardin Simmons to jump, so we'll see here if Coach Austin maybe wants to do that.
Well, especially first game of the season. Everybody's going to be a little jumpy and not quite as disciplined as they might be a month or two from now. Gilpin just gets out to about the 3 or 4 yard line. He took that snap in the shotgun about 5 yards deep in the end zone and plowed his way out to about the 3. As Ryan Austin writes in, Coach Joe Austin's brother says, looking good and sounding good. Welcome back to SU football. Thank you, Ryan. It's very good to be back up here again.
I think I met Ryan a few times.
I met up in Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a long road trip up there when they played up there back in the day.
My freshman year then, I guess.
Could have been, yeah.
Y'all drove up there?
That was a crazy trip.
Oh, my gosh.
I had a game out in West Texas for Vandergrift, caught the early morning flight, and flew out there. The team was kind enough to bring the gear up for me, and we did the broadcast that night. That was a wild trip. I was younger then, TJ. Out to the 11 and spinning out to the 15. Still on his feet. Took a big shot at the 19-yard line, but a 16-yard run from Gilpin. Good to see him get up because he was spinning. He was kind of blindsided there in that hit.
Yeah, that one hurt me, Merle. That was a big hit. But Gilpin, he's strong. He's a lot bigger than he was his freshman year because of the Southwestern strength and conditioning that we have. And he took that hit, got right back up, said, let's do it again.
Clock ticking down, 30 seconds. Pirates in no hurry here. They're still not in great field position. Kingsman will get the football to start the second half, so the Pirates are going to be content to go to the locker room here up by 11, unless they take a shot. You never know.
They could throw one to Ethan Powell. He's out there wide. Let him go up with the jump ball.
Up, handoff up the middle, and out to the 23-yard line. Jock Marion on the carry. He's been relatively quiet tonight, but he picks up 4 yards there, and that's how the first half is going to come to an end. A good half of the Southwestern Pirates, a special teams touchdown early, and a nice offensive drive that covered 98 yards. And we've got a 14-3 score. Your immediate thoughts as we wait for Chuck. See if let's hang here for a second. See if Chuck can intercept Coach Austin on his way to the locker room. He's looking for him. All right, he's got him. We'll send it down to the sideline to Chuck Gracie and Coach Austin. Chuck?
All right, Coach. Pretty good first half for your crew, especially on the defensive side of the ball. What kind of things do you got to clean up here in the second half? Keep this momentum going.
Really, really good job by our defense. We can do a little bit better on some special teams. And then we're getting going on offense. So I think all things are moving in the right direction. But what a great half by our defense to have some short fields and hold it just 3 points.
A pretty impressive drive there by your offense coming off the 2-yard line, taking it all the way in.
Yeah, it was. We needed that. So like I said, I think things are all going in the right direction. Another half of football, I keep saying pick up where we left off right at the beginning of the game. Been saying that, pick up where we left off, and we're in good shape.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
Back to you, Merle.
All right, Chuck. We'll keep it on you for just a second. What are your thoughts on the first half? It was you kind of touched on all the high points. The defense playing really, really well. What's the atmosphere and the mood like down there in the sideline heading into the locker room?
Well, it was a very impressive half for the defense. The offense, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, it took them a couple of drives to really get going and moving. And that Cal-U defense got a lot of speed on it. They may be limited in numbers with it being a travel squad.
Right.
But those two deep, quality athletes there.
Well, Austin
With the special teams in order, we should be fine.
And what's the atmosphere like on the sideline? What are the guys? They all pumped up? I mean, season opener, how could you not be, right? He might not have heard me on that one. That's okay.
I'm getting drowned out here by the music.
And I was just asking what the mood was like on the sideline. Are the guys pretty pumped up heading into the locker room, or is it kind of business as usual?
It really is a little surprising because I think I'm a little more pumped up than they are. It did look like they were just there to do what they're supposed to do. and a lunch pail kind of attitude about it. So I would expect them to come out and put work in the second half, just along that attitude.
All right, Chuck, we appreciate it. Try to get out of the heat and humidity for a little bit. We'll see you in the second half.
All right.
Chuck Gracie doing a great job down to the sideline, and 14-3 your score as the cheerleaders entertain the crowd here. Nice crowd coming out, braving the weather. You never know if rain's going to come down. And we got some interesting stats here for Cal Lutheran. Nick Lasher, 10 out of 23 with 98 yards and one interception, one big interception. The workhorse Isaiah Martin, he's on track for a 100-yard game, 15 carries, 54 yards. But really, TJ, that only works out to 3.6 yards per carry. So the Pirate defense doing a pretty good job keeping him contained.
Yeah, doing a really good job then. So my 5-yard a carry prediction was wrong then. That's good to know. But no, 3 yards a carry, very good. But the Pirates defense, I think the big thing for them has been those third downs. Like, what are we at for third down stops right now with the conversions for Cal Lutheran? Because right now it just seems like the Pirates are able to stop them on every single third down so far.
Yeah, I'm looking for that. Third down efficiency, they're 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, so 50%. Yeah. Pirates only 1 out of 5, but they haven't been in third down very often. So
no, they haven't been there that often.
For Southwestern, Landry Gilpin, 8 out of 14, 128 yards and a touchdown. That's a pretty nice half of passing the football for a so-called running quarterback, right?
Yeah, but he's been showing the legs, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's been showing the legs. But like you were saying there at the end, the Southwestern running back, number 5, Jaquan Marion, not really getting a lot of chances today. Expect a big second half out of him, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Only three attempts, 1 yard net with a long run of 4, and I think that's the play that came right there at the end of the first half. Gilpin, you mentioned doing a good job with the legs, 9 out of 63 on the ground, averaging 7 yards a carry with a long of 15. 5 Pirates that touched the football. Tasegi, Bartlett, Wilson, Powell, and Robinson all with catches, and it is Joey Robinson leading the way with 46 yards. The touchdown reception by Tasegi out of the backfield, no less, and that's kind of your story right now, 14-3 with the Pirates on top. So, yeah, I'm seeing some different names on here that I've been calling. So we're gonna clean up the roster situation in the second half, and appreciate your patience. It is opening night, and it's 14-3 with Southwestern on top. Emails open. Paul Lund writing in says offense looking good, defense looking good, video feed good. That's what we want to hear. Thank you, Mr. Lund.
Shout out, Mr. Lund. Appreciate that one.
14-3 your score. Email southwesternfb@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and step aside. We're going to catch our breath here. A shorter halftime than you might be used to with high school football if you tune in. Only about a 20-minute half. So we'll just run some spots and catch our breath. Be back for the second half. This is Southwestern Pirates football on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
Pirate Athletics would like to thank the following sponsors for their continued support. Groove Line Productions, John F. Lewis, CPA, House of Games, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, HEB, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Eagles Wings, Gary Brown CPA, First American Title, State Farm Agent Stephanie Featherstone, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, and Upstream Investment Partners. SU Athletics thanks them for their continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the second half of play, we would like to express our appreciation to the following sponsors of Pirate football: First Texas Bank, HEB, Double Dave's Pizza, Minuteman Press and Waterboard Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Groove Line Productions, Eagles Wings, Schlotzky's, Upstream Investment Partners, Mighty Fine Burger, Fries and Shakes, and Rudy's Barbecue and Country Store.
And welcome back to Birkelbach Field. 14-3 your score here at the end of the first half. The Southwestern Pirates on top of the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen. Merle Birch and TJ Vela. Josh Blanch, our producer. Mike Rose and Harley Hudson running the camera. Rosie Baker, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast. My better half, Christina Weber, out there tuned in to the broadcast. My mom tuned in from the great state of Illinois.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that for you, Merle.
I turned her into the biggest Viper fan at the state of Illinois, so my next goal is to turn her into the biggest Pirates fan of the state of Illinois, see?
Well, I think you're doing a good job, Merle. I think you keep doing that. Like, that's going to be inevitable.
Speaking of Pirates fans, here's a name that goes way back to our first time doing these broadcasts. Bob Mask tuning in. Nick Mask, a member of the inaugural Pirates back in the day. You probably played with him. And Bob Mask is tuning in from the first year, checking in. So thank you very much, Bob. Good to hear from you again. Good to be back out here. And the Pirates on top, 14-3. What's your prediction for the second half, TJ?
Prediction that the defense is going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to hold up and keep this Cal Lutheran offense from gaining any more yards. Well, they'll gain some yards, but they're going to keep gaining at least more points like that. And then Landry Gilpin, he's going to continue to step up. And then, like I said before we ended, Jaquan Marion, I'm predicting him to have a big second half of the Pirates offense.
Well, I did go next door and track down a current updated roster from Cal Lutheran. So for all you Kingsmen fans that were tuned in, the roster in the program had quite a few discrepancies, so this one should be quite a bit better. Thank you for your patience. Is that Coach Debo right in front of us?
That's that man, Coach Ebo.
Wow, there you go.
He doesn't coach football anymore. He's just the head track and field coach.
I saw him at the scrimmage. I didn't realize he wasn't on the coaches roster anymore, but yeah, nice guy. And boy, you know, it's one of the things about the Pirates is a lot of the coaches have been with Coach Austin since the program started back in 2013. You mentioned Coach Kriesel,
yep,
and a lot of them. I mean,
Coach Ross.
Coach Ross, yeah, yep. Coach. So, and of course, a lot of former players, not a lot, but several former players like Nick Mask, like Kelly.
Coach Bishop, too.
Coach Bishop, yeah, have become coaches now after the playing days ended.
Yeah, it's really cool to see, and they're all just a bunch of great guys. And so for me, after graduating in 2019, I've been afforded the opportunity to go hang out with these guys outside of, the whole coach-player relationship. So Coach Ebo, we go out sometimes. We go out to have some chicken wings. Coach Mass, Coach Torres, the old equipment manager, we've had some good times. So it's really cool to come back and see these guys like that.
Funny about Nick Mask, I did a documentary about the program returning back in 2013, and at the time they only had about 9 guys. They hadn't had their full recruiting class, and Nick Mask was playing quarterback. We talked about that a little bit when we were here at the scrimmage. So you do what you need to do, right?
Yeah, thank God we got a new recruiting class, because Nick Mask at quarterback would have been terrible. I'm sorry, Mr. Mask, that's tuning in. I'm sorry, but your son was a better linebacker for sure.
So you got to be careful now. Your media, you got to worry about that conflict of interest. See,
unless they find my Twitter or something, I think I'm okay, Merle. I got burner accounts. I'm fine.
There you go. 14-3, Pirates on top. It'll be Kingsman football to start the second half. And again, if you're just listening instead of watching, the Pirates in the all-black jerseys and pants, the big, thick goldenrod numerals, and piping down the side with the black helmet. Cal-Lu in white across the way, white jerseys and pants, purple numerals, purple helmet with gold trim.
We're on the radio too?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, like you said, if you're not watching, you just listen.
Well, some people do. They just kind of put on the stream.
Like
and
background noise?
Like background noise, yeah. We keep them entertained.
If you're not tuned in, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all gotta watch. Come on, guys.
We got a lot of equipment up here. They better be watching. We even know how to use some of it.
We set everything up. Well, I didn't. I'm not taking credit for that at all. Josh set it up, and the rest of the Vype media team. I'm only smart enough to talk, and I'm barely good at that.
Well, so far, Mother Nature has cooperated. The rain has stayed away. It kind of cleared up right about 30, 45 minutes before kickoff. So just warm and humid and breezy. Well, not even the breeze. The breeze has kind of died away.
Yeah, it's looking and feeling like a normal September night at this point here in Georgetown.
Charlie Fournier set to kick it away from the 35-yard line. And we're underway in the second half. This kickoff is going to sail inside the 5, to the 5 to the 10 to the 15, and trying to get around the edge, gets the corner turn to the 15 to the 20. So on his feet to the 25 and tripped up at the 27-yard line. Dante Coxum on the return. And it'll be first down for Cal-Lu from about their own 26-yard line.
And we'll see here if the Pirates defense can come out ready to play coming out of halftime. I had some insider sources, Merle, telling me that they were listening to California Love by Tupac in the locker room here at halftime. They're ready to go. They're fired up to get these guys from Cal-Lu.
All right. Trips wide right, one to the near side. Handoff. Nope, play action pass. Rolling to his right. Lasher looking downfield. And he's just going to tuck it under and get what he can get. Ooh, that was close. That was holding your breath there. That could have been a flag called on Peyton Vaughn, but the official keeps it in his pocket. It's going to be about a 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. I held my breath on that one.
Nah, Doogie and his crew knew better. They're not going to throw a flag on the senior Peyton Vaughn. Come on, Merle.
2nd and 7 from just shy of the 30-yard line. Just underway, second half, 14-3 Pirates on top. Two receivers wide left, one to the near side. Lasher, handoff up the middle. Martin, the workhorse back. He's got a big hole, lowers his shoulder and bangs it out to the 44-yard line, maybe even the 45. That'll be a 15-yard pickup and a Kingsman first down.
And Martin picking up right where he left off in the first half. Big run right there, lowered his shoulder. Put down the law right there with authority.
5'11", 215-pound sophomore out of Bakersfield. First and 10 for Cal-Lu. They've got it at their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Klein comes in motion, settles in off the left side. Handoff up the middle again, Martin. And this time he's going to be stacked up, but still Rugby piles it forward to about the 50-yard line. Turned a 3-yard pickup into a 5-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
And there's always those hidden yards, Merle, on every single football player. You know, right there you got stopped at 3-yard gain. But he got those extra 2 yards. There's always an extra 2 yards to either gain or lose when it comes to football. And right now, Martin, the whole game has just been winning those extra yards. And it's been helping his team out. Hasn't shown in the points column yet. But they're hoping. Maybe it will here in the second half.
2nd and 5 from the midfield stripe, ball on the near hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. Klein goes in motion right to left this time. And they're going to give it to Martin off right tackle, and this time the Pirate defense there to stack him up, maybe a 2-yard pickup, and that'll set up an interesting 3rd down situation here for Cal-Lu.
If I'm the Cal-U coaches, I'm giving it right back to Martin. Short 3rd down play upcoming here. I think you just got to go with what works for you, and right now Martin, like you're saying, he's their workhorse. It's working right now. He's averaging 3.7, you said, a half?
Yes, sir.
He can, that's right here. That's the right in his yardage right here.
3rd down and 3. Trips wide left, 1 to the near side. Dropping back, looking. Pump fake, fires over the middle, and almost intercepted. Boy, that was close. Jamarcus Ross, the 5'8", 175-pound junior, had both hands on the football, just scored it through. But the consolation prize, TJ, is it's 4th and 3, and the punting unit's on for the Kingsmen.
And nice pressure there by the Pirates defense too. Alexander Gomez coming in, giving a big hit stick to Lasher as he was releasing the ball.
4th and 3 from the 48-yard line. Good snap back and a high kick angling over to the sideline. Going to be fielded right there at the 13-yard line and managed to pick up about 2 yards. That didn't look like much. That's one of those things again. Elijah Norris hauling that one in. It saved about 5 yards in the bounce. So one of those little things that makes a big difference.
Yeah, Elijah Norris doing his best Derek Jeter impression right there, getting down into a baseball stance just to get that ball that was going right at him. I thought it was going out of bounds,
I did
Merle,
too.
and then boom, just tiptoed right there on the sideline and went straight to him. Got a little worried, honestly. Like, I thought maybe there was a chance to bobble it, but luckily enough, he secured it, and they tackled immediately, and the Pirates get the ball here at the 15.
A couple of high school games going on tonight on Vype out of the greater Houston area. Friendswood defeating Willow Ridge 35-0, and it's Northbrook over Aldine 21-0 at the half. For any Houston listeners that might be tuned in, one receiver wide left, one to the near side. Play action pass. Gilpin now in trouble. To his left. Fires over to the left side. And a sliding attempt made, but going to be incomplete. Yeah, they're trying to get it down to JoJo Wilson.
JoJo's from the Houston area, so
yeah.
He's from Richmond, so I'm sure we have some Houston listeners if his family isn't here already.
Of course, we had about 20 broadcasts on the network last night in Austin, Houston, San Antonio, and DFW.
Goodness gracious.
Mike Rose, our camera operator, the voice of the Vista Ridge Rangers. He was in this very stadium last night as Vista Ridge fell to Georgetown, unfortunately, for our Vype Live viewers.
Didn't realize Vype did so much. They have so much coverage. Goodness.
2nd down and 10. Dropping back, Gilpin. Looking, rolling right. And pocket breaks down. He's kept himself alive, and a sliding attempt made at the 29-yard line. And they're going to say incomplete. Had a little help there from the defender to make sure. As that was Clayton Tracy on the attempted reception. Almost made a sensational shoestring catch. I believe I saw number 2.
Yeah, I think that definitely was Clayton Tracy. And unfortunately for the Pirates here, a long 3rd down after 2 close plays.
Mm-hmm.
And the coaches next to us not happy right now.
So 3rd down and 10 coming up here from the 15-yard line. But 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the near side. Gilpin fakes a shuttle pass underneath. Now looking and rolling right. Good protection. Now reverses field to his left in trouble. Gets a block. Fires over the near side and almost hauled it in. Tracy again coming back to bail out his quarterback. Laid out. Couldn't quite haul it in. Gilpin kept it alive as long as he could. But the Calou defense gets the hold and the punting unit back on for the Pirates.
I mean, just based off of that, Gilpin's one of the most exciting players here in the ASC, I think, possibly in D3. He can do things on his feet that a lot of quarterbacks can't do. And right there, wasn't able to connect with his receiver, but never know. Might be able to later on extend some plays. We've seen it already with Joey Robinson earlier in the 2nd quarter.
Good snap back. Lancaster will hit it about the 5-yard line and a nice spiraling punt. Fielded at the 48-yard line. And makes the first guy miss. Takes it down to the 40-yard line. Nice job there by Dante Coxum on the return. That's where CLU will start this drive in Pirate
We got a flag,
down.
We got a flag.
Oh, hold everything.
And it looked like Lancaster was getting up. Maybe roughing the punter. Come on, Doogie. Give me something.
Oh, it's just running into the kicker. That'll just be the 5-yarder. So not enough for the 1st down. Running is only 5 yards, roughing 15. So the Pirates just elect to let the punt stand on its own. Other ASC games final. Hardin-Simmons over Wayland Baptist 79-14. University of Wisconsin Oshkosh over ETBU 52-13. It was Howard Payne over Texas Lutheran 59-45. Birmingham Southern defeating McMurray 26-9. And looks like a final out in Arkansas. We've been there. Hendricks over Austin College 20-0. Mary Hardin Baylor and Muhlenberg and Sul Ross against Trinity. No scores on those games. They started at 6 o'clock. First down for the Kingsmen at the Pirate 40-yard line. Lasher pass over the left side, complete to the 31-yard line. Going to be inside the 30 and breaks free as the helmet comes off. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 28.
Well, right there, as soon as his helmet comes off, the play's
That's
dead
it, yep.
immediately. So even if he didn't step out of bounds, that's when they'll mark him. It's one of those safety things that no one sees those Jason Witten catches anymore,
Right.
where they're just no helmet on, running to the end zone.
Yeah, we had a touchdown taken away last night because the helmet came off and the ball carrier kept on going. But
And it's like a flag, too, if they keep going. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a player. I'm a competitor. I'm going to keep going.
well, went from bad to worse. Personal foul called on the Pirates, so tack on half the distance. And CLU with their deepest penetration. No, check that back. They were down at the 11 in the first quarter, but they've got it at the 14-yard line. The Pirate defense is going to have to stiffen again.
Yeah, Doogie just broke my heart right there. But Pirates defense been here before.
Yep.
Made two or three stops already in the red zone. Let's see if they can do it again.
First down at the 15-yard line. Lasher, handoff to Martin. He's tripped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage, dives down to about the 13, a 2-yard pickup for Isaiah Martin. That's going to bring up a second down at about 7 from the 12.
Isaiah Martin on the carry. The 30, Micah Justice on the stop.
11:08 to go, third quarter. Pirates on top, 14-3. They've led all the way here.
2-yard run. Brings up second and
But
8.
the defense being tested here. 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. One receiver wide left, 2 to the near side. Dropping back. Lasher fires over to the right side, caught at the 5 and dropped immediately, but that's going to be a 1st and goal here for the Kingsmen.
Lasher's pass complete.
Receiver may have been a little shaken up on the play as they get it to Tyler Shimomura, looks like. Listed as a quarterback. Yeah, that's number 8.
And he did a really good job right there of getting inside the Pirates defender. Not allowing him to cross his face and then really just enabling himself to catch that ball and where only he could.
1st and goal from the 4 for the visitors. Their deepest start of the night. Martin lined up in the pistol behind Lasher. St. Klein in motion left, then right, dropping back, looking. Pocket breaks down, rolling to his right. Still running, and just fires it, throws that ball away. Actually, almost put it in play. But good pursuit there by the Pirate defense.
Yeah, Pena Sanchez almost made a play on that ball.
Jason Lund and Moria Williams-Jack on the applying the pressure for the Pirates. That'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Yeah, he did almost make a play on that ball. I thought that he was just going to throw it away, and it was in the ballpark.
Yeah, he looked like Santonio Holmes for the Steelers against the Cardinals in that one Super Bowl. He almost made a toe-tip catch right there.
2nd and goal from the 4. Lasher in the shotgun again. I predict number 5 is going to get it. Yep, he does, off left tackle, and he's digging towards the goal line, and the Pirates are going to stack him up just in the nick of time. In fact, they shove him back. That's only about a 1-yard pickup.
That second effort there, I thought he was about to get away and scurry into the end zone, but the Pirates just continue to swarm on him, not allowing him to go anywhere. And player down now for Kalu.
Yeah, well, it looks like one of the
that's a cramp.
There.
That's a cramp.
Anytime the leg goes up in the air, you know it's a cramp.
You got to drink your water. You got to eat your pickles, eat your bananas. We can't be cramping out here.
They don't have this kind of humidity out in Thousand Oaks very often.
Yeah, Californians listening. It's very humid in Texas. Very humid. It's hot all the time. It's not worth it, trust me.
TJ Vela, you're anti what's the bureau I'm looking for?
I'm not anti anything, Merle.
Chamber of Commerce, that's the word I'm looking for. The anti-Chamber of Commerce guy for the state of Texas.
I'm pro good home prices. I'm pro keeping Texas how it is.
Meanwhile, Mike and I are looking at each other. He's from Minnesota, I'm from Illinois, and
there's a reason y'all are in Texas. Y'all got here before everyone came. Because you can carry a towel around, trust me.
Yeah. 3rd and goal from the 3. Lasher rolling right, looking, firing towards the end zone. Fade pattern, and it is going to be incomplete. The Pirate defense looks like they might get a stand again. We'll see if the field goal unit comes on here, as CLU will try to maybe get this a one-possession game.
Now, if I'm Cal Lou here, I'm going for it.
They're going to go for
You're
it.
on the if you're on the 3-yard line here, you're down 14-3. You got to go for it right here. This is momentum right here. If you can get this, it gives your team a little spark. And if you don't, I mean, like if you kick another field goal, that's another win for the Southwestern defense. That keeps their momentum up.
They are going to go for it. Big play of the game here. 4th and goal from the 3 for the Kingsmen.
I think Martin's getting it.
Lasher dropping back.
Or not.
Pass over to the left side. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. If he hauls it in, it may have been a touchdown, although the Pirates had good coverage. And Peyton Vaughn may have stopped him anyway had he even hauled that one in. That was a bang-bang play, but he dropped it, and it's a turnover on downs, and the Pirate defense comes up huge again.
Yeah, Peyton Vaughn was there. He was going to make a play on it, but it doesn't even matter. Wide receiver for Cal Lou drops it, and the Pirates, for the 3rd time today, starting within their own 5-yard line.
Well, I think he drops it because he hears Peyton Vaughn closing in quickly.
He hears those footsteps.
Yep.
Peyton Vaughn walks lightly, though. You don't really hear him. You know, he's like a cat. You know, he just gets over there real quickly, like a ninja
defender.
almost. Yeah.
All right, so another stop, 1st down and goal. I'm getting a crick in my neck because the Pirates have had the ball deep inside their 5-yard line about 4 times tonight. Handoff, Marion out to across the 5. Flag comes down as they're going to have it even deeper on their own side of the field if this is a hold as I anticipate.
Flag on the play.
Waiting for the call. I haven't seen an indication yet, but it was thrown so quickly. Do you want 2nd and 10 or do you want 1st and about 12? That's a decision for the Kingsman coaching staff.
Those hidden yards, remember, Merle?
Yeah, right.
On the offensive right back.
They're going to decline it, so they'll take the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 4.
That's our first holding penalty of the game, if you can believe that, Merle.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's holding on every single play. Trust me, as an offensive lineman, former one, there is holding on every single play. So the fact that that's barely our first one, surprising.
It's actually 2nd and 7. They gave him 3 yards on the play, so 2nd down and 7. There's Marion off right tackle. Nice hold across the 10, 15 to the outside. Spins across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. Jaquan Marion gets him out of the shadow of the end zone. 1st down to the Pirate 22.
Maybe that was Coach Austin's strategy. Rely on Gilpin's legs in the first half, let Marion rest a little bit,
right,
and give him the ball here in the second so we can run down the clock and just run down the field for the Pirates offense.
Coming up on the 9-minute mark, up by 11. 1st down and 10 from the 22 for Southwestern. One receiver wide, right, 2 to the near side. Handoff on the end around, trying to turn the corner. Marion's going to spin back, cut it inside, and a nice pursuit there by the Kingsman defense. Really strung that play out pretty well and nothing doing. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
And I don't know if you saw it right there, Merle. JoJo Wilson, number 80, the freshman out of Richmond, absolutely pancaked that cornerback in front of him. He got up, flexing. I see you, freshman. I see you up here.
2nd down and 10 from the 23. 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the near side. Gilpin going to his right. Shuttle pass underneath and out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. There he is again. Has one of the 2 Pirate touchdowns on the day. That's Tasegi. Makes it a manageable 3rd down here. 3rd down and about 5.
Coach Mass, the OC, really does love that shuttle pass, doesn't he? It's about the 3rd time we've done it already. And so far it's worked. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right,
exactly. Keep running it until they stop it. Big 3rd down here for the Pirate offense. 3rd down and 5 from the 27-yard line, with 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the near side. Gilpin. Tasegi around the nose. Gilpin kept it. Had me fooled. Got it out to 29 yards. That was a pretty good play fake, but he only picked up about 2 yards. Sold that pretty well, but the CLU defense was all over it, and the punting unit's going to come out here for the Pirates.
Yeah, Gilpin faked out everybody except for the defense.
Right.
So, take that as you will.
Well, they had the best view of the house, so
I don't know. I like our view.
Yeah, that's true. We have AC. They don't.
We had brisket sandwiches, sausage sandwiches. They didn't.
Dante Coxum set to receive the punt. He's standing just inside his own 40-yard line. And Lancaster would love to get one to turn over here. Good snap back. Ooh, that was a beauty. Into the night sky. Fair catch called for. It's going to take a pirate roll. Inside the 20, inside the 10, still rolling. They're going to escort it all the way down to the 2-yard line. How about that? A drive that started on their own 3. They didn't get the score, but they sent it downfield about 98 yards.
Yes, Lord. Lancaster, what a punt. I love that. You talk about flip the field, Merle. That's it right there. That is exactly what every special teams coach wants their punter to do in that situation. And Kowloon hasn't been in this spot before.
No, they haven't.
We haven't seen them pinned in their own end zone.
That's right.
We'll see how they react. This close to their own end zone.
And good as a Lancaster. He shanked one in the first half that went about 8 yards. He more than made up for it right there.
So Coach Austin said going into halftime, special teams needs to be better. I mean, we
go.
really only had Lancaster punting. So, I mean, who else could you really talk about? And Lancaster already doing a lot better.
So Lasher on the O with Patriots in the left end zone. Handoff right up the middle, and Martin plows ahead to about the 4 to pick up a couple yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. 6:20 to go, third quarter. Pirates nursing a 14-3 lead. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. Officials timeout. We've got to shake it up. I'm guessing it's another cramp there.
Very humid here in Texas.
It is. So I've heard.
Got to drink that Gatorade. Drink that water.
Injured player comes off the field. They trot another one on, do the Kingsmen. They'll take over now, 2nd down and 8 from their own 4-yard line. Lasher dropping back in the end zone, swings it out right side, complete, and he breaks the first tackle, breaks the second tackle, and still on his feet all the way out to the 18-yard line. That play should have gone for no gain, but Martin out of the backfield, little wheel route. He did all the work himself, and that's a 1st down for the Kingsmen. Also shaken up in the play for the Pirates, so it looks like Peyton Ludeman hobbling off the field.
That was a big boy run right there,
Yeah,
Merle.
it was.
And you said earlier they look like the Vikings. Well, I came into the field and I saw them. I was like, man, they look like LSU. And right now, Martin's looking like Leonard Fournette out there, how he used to look for LSU, running over people in the purple and gold.
1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line after the clutch pickup. Now Klein is the up back, hand off to Martin, and they're going to do a little shuttle reverse here to the left side. Pirates haven't strung out. Can they get to him? And they do.
Goodness.
What a beautiful play there by Peyton Vaughn. Who else snuffed out the reverse big time?
Goodness gracious, the hustle on that man. And I actually think that was number 17, Alexander Gomez.
Oh, it was 17, not 7. Okay.
And we've seen him do that time and again all day today. Not like so drastic, but right there, just a tremendous showing of effort, tenacity to make that play. He had us in the press box going, ooh.
Had the crowd going too. I think it was Johnny Borjas, the wide receiver, just could never get the corner turned around. We've got a shaken up Kingsman player at the 20-yard line. But yeah, what a great hustle play, as you mentioned, by Gomez, number 17, not number 7.
And those are the best types of linebackers right there, the ones that have no quit in them. They're just a never-ending motor.
And he found that extra gear. Looked like he might get outrun, but he found the extra gear and just got to him and brought him down with authority.
Yeah, it looked like number 93, John Guerrero, was going to get to him, my boy from Kingsville. We thought he was going to get to him, but he had to take a better angle because he got outran there. But then Gomez just came out of nowhere and made that play.
Injured player for CLU. Just got the number there as he got up, number 74. And that is Josu Castro, a junior offensive lineman from LA.
And I mentioned his name just now, Merle, John Guerrero. I got to give another 361 shout out to him right there. I'm from Corpus. I'm Odom, but I say Corpus.
Right.
He's doing a great job all day of plugging up his hole. And Martin, yes, having a good day. But wait a second. Did we get a turnover?
We must have. We got the ball at the 20-yard line. I didn't even see it.
Did Gomez strip that ball?
He must have. Gilpin going for it and caught it again. Into the end zone, touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. How's that for a turn of events? I did not even see the turnover. He must have stripped the football. And the Pirates strike quickly.
You see, I saw Gomez. I saw the whole defense coming over the sideline, but I thought it was because of the injured player.
That's what I thought.
No, it's because this man made a heck of a play and got the ball back to his team, and the Pirates on the next offensive play score a touchdown. You can't write it better than that, Merle.
It looked like Colby Bartlett hauled it in the way his teammates are mugging him on the sideline, and it's 20-3 with the extra point pending.
You see, I was like, because I heard the band playing the fight song, and I was like, I don't know why the band's playing the fight song right now. We got a turnover. That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, I think it was a heck of a tackle, but how did that happen?
I don't think it warranted the fight song at all, but.
Now you know why. And 48 drills it through, so with 5:08 to go in the third quarter, new score 21-3, and Southwestern in command of this one, but still plenty of time left, still over 20 minutes of football. You cannot take your foot off the gas right now.
Nope, and if you're that defense right now going back out there for Southwestern, you're hyped up. You want to go get another turnover at this point. Go make another play.
Well, they got two. They got the interception in the first half, and then really none bigger than that one. Actually, three, because they
if you had the special teams in there with the touchdown they had, which honestly should have been a safety. The punter looked like he was right on top of it.
Right.
Just scored it out, I guess.
I think he got knocked off the ball, and the Pirates are there to pounce on it. So 21-3 Southwestern. Again, the email open, southwesternfb@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player on either side. Let us know where you're tuning into the broadcast from. Fournier, a sophomore. And he drills this one, a line drive kick. That's going to sail 5 yards deep into the end zone. I think the return man was going to bring it out, but he mishandled it and wisely takes a knee.
You know, I just realized, Merle, we haven't had a fair catch on a kickoff yet or a touchback.
That's true.
That's the first one right there.
And I don't think it was by design.
No, he wanted to take it out.
He did. He wanted to make a play. Yeah, I thought so. I wanted to make sure why Charlie Fournier sounded familiar. Former kicker from Vandegrift.
So you just have connections everywhere.
I got a connection, yeah.
I love it.
I didn't want to say until I confirmed it for sure. So.
You don't want to be wrong right there?
And that explains why the kickoff went 5 yards deep into the end zone. He had a bunch of those for the Vipers.
So you're used to calling it like that?
Yeah, right.
Makes sense.
1st and 10 from the 25 for the Kingsmen. To receivers wide left. Handoff up the middle, Martin. And nice hole, hurdles the man, gets it out to the 29-yard line. About a 9-yard pickup.
They're going to mark him just short,
just
though,
shy,
of the first down.
So 2nd and short, 2nd and a foot. Offensive coordinators love 2nd and a foot.
Especially when you have Martin in the backfield.
Hand off up the middle. And Martin's going to pick up the first down and more up to the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. And that'll bring up a first down here for the Kingsmen as the clock continues to roll. That's a good news for Pirates fans. 4:27 to go.
Got to give a shout out to the big 5th-year senior right there in the middle, Nick Hackett, number 77, out of Lone Oak, Texas. You know where Lone Oak is, Merle?
I don't.
Most people don't. I've been before myself. It was an absolute gem of a time. I loved it. Small town living, 100%. Shout out Devin Shaw.
First down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pass over to the left side. Complete down the dead run to the 45 across the midfield stripe into Pirates territory down to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup as they get it to Stanley Asigbu. And it's going to be good for a first down for the Kingsmen.
See, it was what the Pirates defense hasn't allowed the Cal Lou offense to do is string together big plays like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see here. They're moving a little quicker. Cal Lou is. that affects the Pirates defense at all.
Martin lined up at the pistol, trips to the near side. I see everybody moving in motion now to the right side. They're going to give it to Martin off the left side. And big hole up the middle to the 30. Stays on his feet, pounds it down to the 25-yard line, starting to gash the Pirates defense a little bit. Another big play. That one goes for 15 yards.
And they're doing it both on the ground and in the air, something we haven't seen from them yet. And right now the Pirates not able to respond.
Well, they're just now getting into the Pirate zone. See, they're coming up on the red zone, so now the Southwestern defense is going to make their stand.
So that's what it is. The red zone's where the Pirates defense is.
Right,
Okay, we got to strap up here. We got to do a little different.
Just near side, one wide left. Lasher in the shotgun. Swings it out right side, complete to the 30. And hit hard at the 26-yard line. Maybe even lost a yard on the play. What a play there for the Pirates. That is Blaine Corkin to knock that down. That was cocks him out of the backfield, and he took a shot. 2nd and 11.
Blaine Corkin, I need you to chill, beast. That was a big hit right there.
Clock continues to roll. 2nd down. They give him the line of scrimmage. He deserved that for taking that kind of a shot. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Handoff right side. And stacked up the line of scrimmage. Maybe fell forward for a yard of the play.
That was Alexander Gomez again.
Yeah.
Getting in there, putting a big hit on Martin.
That was actually Dante Coxum on the carry. Martin's getting a breather right now. So it's Coxum, the junior running back, for the past couple of plays here, number 4. I'm really surprised I don't see Martin on the field in a clutch situation like this.
Yeah.
Hope he's all right.
This is probably 4-down territory here for Calhoun, though. They're probably letting him get one more play of rest just in case they don't get this.
3rd and 10 from the 25. 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Coxum stays in the game behind Lasher. Receiver comes in motion left to right. Lasher dropping back. Fade pattern right side. That ball is caught into the end zone. Touchdown. Got behind the defense. And hauling it in was Tyson Lundrig. And CLU has their first touchdown of the 2022 season. They trim the lead now to 21-9 with the extra point pending.
And if you're the Pirates defense, that's not what you want right there. Lasher finally getting the confidence and making his throws on this drive. About 4 completed passes right there, and then the biggest one being that last one there. A touchdown pass to make the score 21-9.
Daniel Burgos is the kicker. I've been calling the kicker's name wrong because of the roster error I had. So Daniel Burgos is the kicker, not Mike Myers. Good snap and hold, and then Burgos. Oh, they faked it. Fired to the left side, and they're not going to get into the end zone. The conversion attempt was no good.
Interesting. Very interesting,
Was that
Merle.
a design play? It looked like it was.
It looked very designed to me, Merle. That's why I'm saying interesting, because at this point, that does, I mean, yeah, I guess it's still a 2-possession game no matter what, but you know, every point matters at this point. Like,
I mean, if you kick the extra point, you're down by 11.
Yeah.
Now you're down by 12. If you make it, you're down by 9. I'm not sure if that was worth the risk, but.
Well, if you make it, you're down by 10. So I guess you then get, you know, a touchdown and then a field goal. But I don't know.
But we got over 16.5 minutes of football.
Exactly. But like we said earlier, we don't get paid to make those calls. We get paid to make these type of calls.
But that's half the fun, is second guessing, right?
Yeah. We get to analyze their calls. That's what the fun is.
Got an email here from Kerry Stone. Says he wants to give a shout out to number 73, Eli Taylor, the long snapper on the Pirates' point after attempts. His dad is East Texas legend Michael Bill Taylor. He's in attendance tonight. And Shelby DC coach Sherry Stone watching live from Center, Texas. Thank you very much, Coach Stone. And thank you for the email. (21-9). Pirates lead has been trimmed to 12. Let's see what the offense can do here. And this kickoff is going to sail up to the 6-yard line, to the 10, to the 15, to the just shy of the 20-yard line. Took a big hit. And Elijah Norris gets up. First down, 10 Pirates from the 19-yard line.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line.
As Megan Lambert says, hello, thanks for broadcasting so we can watch at home in Moore Park, California. Please send a shout out to Coach Casey Bloom on Cal Lou. The family is all watching. That's from the Bloom family. So thank you very much, Megan. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here from Texas. TJ doesn't want anybody from California to move here, though. So
I just realized it's 7 o'clock over there right
That's
now.
Right,
It's actually like prime time for them. I love it. Maybe I need to move out there. Maybe I need to get away from the humidity.
1st and 10 from the 20 for the Pirates. See how the offense responds here. Handoff up the middle. Nice hole. 25 to the 30. 35 and stumbled at the 42-yard line. Looked like he may have stumbled.
No,
Marion.
he dropped the ball, Merle. He fumbled it.
And looks like Kalamazoo's going to get it back. Boy, a tough break for the Pirates.
Yeah, it looked like he had dropped the ball, and then everyone was in a scramble for it. And that was correct. I mean, you go back, he had fumbled on the first play of the game.
Yeah.
Got it back. Right there. No one touched him. That's what the worst part is. It just slipped right out of his hands.
It looked like he kind of stumbled trying to cut, and he probably lost concentration, and the ball came out.
That's a tough break for the Pirates.
After a big play. So now the Pirate defense needs to make a stand here, or this game's going to get very interesting. 1:22 to go third quarter, lead by 9. But the Kingsmen in great field position at the Pirate 47-yard line.
And this is a huge, huge drive for the Pirates defense right here. They didn't get a long break right there. They're probably a little gassed right here. Momentum's not on their side. They need to buckle in right here. Make a stop.
Lasher in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Martin. Who else? Bounces it left side. Nice inside the 45 to the 40 up the far sideline. Stiff arm. Knocked down to the 32-yard line. But again, another 15-yard pickup. He picks up right where he left off last drive.
Another big, big gain right there for the Cal Lou offense.
1st and 10 from the Pirate 33. Trips here to the near side for Lasher and company. Martin lined up in the pistol behind him. Klein settles in off the right side. They're going to give it to Martin. He's going to cut it right up the middle, and this time the Pirate defense responds. Maybe picked up a couple of yards on the play before the hole closed up on him. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 31-yard line.
And we probably have one more play coming up before we get to the 4th quarter here, Merle, with 35 seconds left.
Seeing a couple of drops of water on the window here, just like a light shower. Don't see any umbrellas in the stands. 2nd down and 8 from the 31-yard line. Lasher dropping back. Good protection now. Fires over to the right side, and that ball's going to be overthrown. Try to get it out to Klein. But pretty good coverage there from Peyton Vaughn. And it's going to bring up a key 3rd down. 3rd down and 7 from the 31-yard line. Stops the clock with 8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
And honestly, I think this is still 4-down territory here,
I
Merle.
agree.
With the Pirates defense a little gassed, if you don't get this, I think you come right back out and run it on 4th down. The key here is to get a little bit of yards, I think. Make it a little more manageable if it's a 4th down play.
Pirate fans making noise. 3rd and 7 from the 31. And whistles blow. A flag comes down. Coach Austin's happy, as this one's going to set him back 5 yards.
False start on the offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty. May start now.
Big mistake right there by Cal Lou. Big mistake. You can't do that. You can't let your concentration get away from you in a crucial moment like that for your team.
There's a big difference between 3rd and 7 and 3rd and 12.
3rd and 13 for the Kingsmen.
Now you're basically forced to pass unless you know for sure you're going on 4th down here.
Right.
And can at least get to 4th and 5 with a run.
Martin 2 yards deep behind Lasher. Trips here to the near side. Klein comes in motion right to left. Lasher dropping back. Pocket starts to break down. He's going to fire over to the right side, and a sliding catch made at the 12-yard line. They're going to give it to him. It's going to be a 1st down. He threw it where only the receiver could get to it, and a sensational catch on the sideline by Julio Angel to bail out the Kingsmen.
And Lasher took an absolute shot right there at the end of the play. So a great play by him to be able to put that ball on the money with pressure in his face to convert for his team.
And we've reached the end of the end of the 3rd quarter, 21-9, but the Kingsmen threatening. Pirate football on Vype Live. I want to thank again all of our sponsors of Pirate Football, including Antioch Georgetown, Baylor Scott and White Healthcare, Chappelle Realty Group, Chick-fil-A, Chisholm Trail Pediatrics, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick Volkswagen, Double Dave's Pizza, Eagles Wings, First Texas Bank, Gary Brown CPA, Georgetown Shirt Company, First American Title, The Golden Rule, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Groove Line Productions, HEB, House of Gains, John F. Lewis CPA, Mighty Fine Burgers and Fries and Shakes, Minuteman Press and Waterboy Graphics, Primerica Financial Solutions, Ross and Champion, Rudy's, Schlotsky's Georgetown, Bricks and Ale at the Sheraton, Stephanie Featherstone with State Farm and Upstream Investment Partners, and Zani's Hands. Thank you to all of those folks for your sponsorship of Southwestern football. I want to invite everybody to come out to the Georgetown Sheraton every Monday night at 6 o'clock for the SU Football Weekly with Coach Joe Austin. We'll be streaming it on Vype.com as well if you can't make it out. We'll have highlights of this week's game and look forward to next week's game in Mississippi against Belhaven. Player interviews, coach, all sorts of good stuff. That's Monday night at 6 o'clock. First and goal from the 12. Handoff, Martin up the middle, and he leaves his feet, and he's going to be knocked down at the 10-yard line. He's going to make a 2nd down and 8 from the 10-yard line.
Well, here we are, Merles. When you say that the Pirates defense steps up in the red zone, we've seen it before. Let's hope we can see it again right here.
You'll take a field goal in this situation.
Oh, most definitely. And now you think back to that decision to go for it on 2. If you have to take a field goal here,
that's a great
still
point.
a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not there at that point yet, but it makes you wonder.
2nd down and a long 8 from just outside the 10. Lasher, pump fake, fires, batted up in the air and then caught for a touchdown. Wow, off a Pirate defender and right into the waiting arms of one of the CLU receivers. Hauling that one in for the Kingsmen was Tyler Shimomura. Boy, tough break for the Pirates. Tough break on the fumble to set up that drive. Now Burgos trying to make this a 6-point game. 21. It is 6 points now. Trying to make it a 5-point game. Burgos flag comes flying in. Ball start. We'll push them back 5 yards, so they want to try it again. So that will make this a 26-yard conversion attempt from right between the hashes. Place got kind of quiet, TJ.
Yep, that's a play that'll take the life out of a stadium right there. Just an unfortunate break again for the Pirates.
Good snap and hold. Kick is up. Looks good from here. And he knocks it through. So 14-17 left to go in regulation time. New score 21-16. As 13 unanswered points here by the visitors from California, and the Pirate offense needs to get a good drive together, settle down, give their defense a little chance to regroup, and get some points on the board to get some separation back in this football game.
Yeah, you can blame that drive defensively on just being tired. Like, the Pirates defense was out there a long time on the previous drive, and then having to go right back out there after a few plays is not the best if you're a defensive player. So the Pirates offense here needs to move the ball down the field, take some time off the clock, and just make it easier on their defense. And that play was so weird on that touchdown, Merle. Like, it reminded me of, I don't know if you watched the Pitt West Virginia game where the ball went right through the receiver's hands there at the end of the game, the West Virginia offensive player, and then the Pitt defender caught it, took it to the end zone for a touchdown. Obviously a little different.
Right.
It went through the defender's hands this time and then went into the offensive player's hands for a touchdown. But unfortunate for the Pirates.
Marion and Elijah Norris back to receive the kick here for the Pirates. It's Norris on the near side, Marion on the far side. And it's not going to matter because it's going to bounce 5 yards deep into the end zone and out of the end line. So the offense has been a little sluggish here to start the second half. Let's see what they can do to change things up and get some momentum back.
And if you're Marion here, got to forget about that last play. You're a great player. You've proven it time and again. Just come back and help your team out the only way you can by getting positive yards on the ground.
Yeah, they're going to get him the ball sooner rather than later. They want him to have that short memory, and forget all about that.
That's what the best athletes do, Merle. They have
Yep.
that short memory. I guess football players especially, too.
Although with
for-
Sam
for-
LeBlue on
for
the
other
field right
reasons.
now. Sam LeBlue, number 7, lined up to the right side. And he's going to get the carry. And going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards. There's going to be no gain in the play. He's actually lost a couple yards. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 12.
No
Zakarias
turnovers.
Muhammad on the stop. Yeah, exactly.
No turnovers right here. Cannot give them the ball in this field position.
Sam LeBlue on the carry for the Pirates.
2nd and 12 coming up. Ball spotted at the Pirate 23-yard line. Trying to protect a 5-point lead. Two receivers left, one to the near side. Gilpin. Pitch out right side for the 25. Nice hold this
Good
time, but
blocks.
a flag comes in. 40, 45, 50. Shoved out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A really, really nice run, I believe, by Sam LeBlue. But there's laundry on the field. And I think this one's going to be coming back.
It most certainly is, Merle. And that's unfortunate because there was a lot of great blocks right there by the Pirates wide receivers that sprung number 7, Sam LeBlue, up basically near the 40-yard line of Kalu. And it looks like more cramps right now plaguing the Pirates.
Josh Taylor, offensive lineman out of Richmond, George Ranch High School.
I wonder if he played. He probably did play with JoJo Wilson, same high school.
After he's half the distance from the spot of the foul, we're going to play 2nd down.
Taylor just a year older than JoJo.
So instead of having the ball out in your midfield, it's going to be spotted all the way back to the Pirate 13-yard line. They've got to get it out to the 35, so I'm 2nd and 22.
I think next to like targeting Merle and like having, a player rejected, holding penalties are the ones that kill teams the most.
I agree.
Because you have a play like that you get great momentum, and now you're put back like 18 yards, 20 plus yards away from the first down marker, and it's still 2nd down.
Play action pass, Gilpin. Looking, firing over the center. Got a receiver wide open. JoJo caught it at the 50, 45, 40. Cuts it back to the 35, and he's going to be down there. No flags. A big play for the Pirates. Nice run. JoJo Wilson got behind the defense. And just like that, Southwestern back in business.
JoJo Wilson out of George Ranch. Good stuff, man.
14, 24, 34, 44, about a 46-yard play, give or take.
That'll fix a holding penalty right there, Merle.
Yeah, that's one way to overcome it.
It looks like Brian Gutierrez, it looks like 69, got his helmet ripped off by a Kalu defender. He did not look happy out there, and he's not a guy you want to make mad, trust me.
So flip the field, put the ball at the Kingsman 36-yard line. 12:56 to go. Pirates in business. Two receivers wide left. High snap. Handoff. LeBlue bounces it to the outside. Cuts it back up inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. So LeBlue's come in and give a little bit of a spark here for the Pirate offense.
Yeah, the freshman out of Sugar Land playing well here. Maybe Coach Austin, Coach Matt's giving him a chance with Marion having that fumble on the previous drive.
2nd and 3 from the 33-yard line. Two receivers wide right, one to the near side. Pitch out left side. LeBlue breaks a tackle and gets it down to the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5.
Didn't go down right there. He's running real hard right now.
So 3rd and 5 coming up. Third and 5 from the 32. Two receivers wide left, one to the near side. Gilpin going to keep it himself. Got a great block inside the 30, the 26-yard line. And that's going to be very near the first down marker. As the clock continues to roll, 11:25 to go. The Pirates getting close to 48 range here. Looks like fourth and about a foot. Wow.
That play was strung forward by that block by LeBlue right there. As he comes off the sideline. Looks like number 32 coming into the game for the Pirates.
Big fourth down here. Going to go for it. Fourth down and about a foot from the 27-yard line. Gilpin in the shotgun. High snap. And looks like he got pushed from behind anyway. Yeah, he got it down to the 25. He only needed about the 26 and a half, and he picked up about 2 yards. Good hands, though, because that snap was pretty hot.
Yeah, that snap came out faster than a Nolan Ryan fastball right there. That was, and he was already going forward, too, so he had to jump up. Ooh, that's good athleticism right there by Gilpin. Because that could have been really bad.
Yeah, it could have
that
been.
goes by him.
But the Pirates pick it up. First down and 10 at the Kingsman 25-yard line. 10:35 to go, clock rolling. Trying to stretch us back out to a two-possession game. One receiver wide, left, two to the near side.
Got Joey Robinson there, tight end.
Gilpin dropping back. Great protection. Looking, firing over to the left side. Got a receiver open. Incomplete. Looking for a flag, and there it is.
It's a late flag.
Yep.
I will say it's a late flag.
Official wanted to take his time and make sure. I think that was JoJo Wilson again on the route, looking for the number. That is Wilson, number 80.
I think the ref just got the flag stuck in his waistband.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Defender never turned around. That'll get you every time.
Yep. So they'll take away the first down markers here, Merle. It's going to be first and goal to 10.
Boy, this would be a big touchdown for Southwestern to knock it in. First down and goal from the 10-yard line. 10:19 to go. Handoff, up the middle, break and a tackle, back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Tasegi on the carry. He's already got one touchdown reception in the ball game, trying to take that one in from the ground, but nothing doing. It's going to bring up a second and goal from the 10-yard line. A field goal from here would get you back up to an 8-point lead, but it's still a one-possession game. You're not thinking field goal if you're the Pirates.
No. You're definitely not thinking field goal. You want to get this in the end zone right here. This is a statement right here for this offense. If they can get it in the end zone, show that they can come back after everything that just happened on those previous drives. Show that they can come back and just put some points on the board.
Trips here to the near side. Nobody wide left. Second and goal from the 10. And timeout. Taken by the Pirates. It's an important play. They want to talk this over and get it right. Well, it's a good opportunity for Southwestern. They've been kind of punched in the mouth here with a couple of bad breaks and that kind of thing from CLU, so a chance to answer back. That's what good teams do when they face a little adversity. They answer back.
100%. And, you know, we talk about this team, Merle, and them having experience now. They were a lot younger last year, and they found themselves in a lot of situations just like this last year. They had a lead early in the game, and then whether it be after halftime, later in the fourth, they lost that lead and then lost that momentum. So they've been through this before. They know what it takes to avoid those types of situations. Right now, it's just important for them to show that on the field, right? So big points coming up right here, big plays coming up for this Pirates offense.
Going to be second down and goal after the timeout. Two receivers to the near side. One receiver wide left. Gilpin. Handoff right side, trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep, and not going to get there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. That's going to bring up a third down and 10. Tasegi on the carry. Boy, this is a big play. Coming up on the 9-minute mark.
And if anything here, you want to at least, if you can't get the touchdown, put the ball back in the middle of the hash marks
Right.
for your field goal kicker.
Great point. They're on the near hash right now. Gilpin in the shotgun. He's going to roll right. And now fires over to the end zone. And in. Boy, had him open and undershot him. just kind of short-armed that pass a little bit. That was 6 points, trying to get it to Wilson, but it's going to be a 2-year point, a tough angle field goal attempt here for the Pirates. Only 27 yards, but it's from the near half, so Fournier's going to have to slice this one in.
Sometimes as a quarterback, they're just too open, and you get a little too happy. It's like when you go hunting for white-tailed deer, and you have the perfect shot in a deer, and you start getting a little buck fever. You miss. Doesn't happen to me, Merle.
Never.
Happens to other people sometimes.
Damian Gomez a hold, a good snap and hold. Fournier with the kick, and it's blocked. And the CLU defense gets a huge stand. And with 8:47 to go, it's going to be up to the Pirate defense to protect a narrow 5-point lead.
It's been a tale of two halves right now.
It has.
It's like a completely different team on both sides from the first and second half. And it's crazy because just in like 6 minutes in the third, it was 21-3.
Yeah. So, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Kingsmen. Trips to the right. Lasher, handoff up the middle, and tripped up after about a 2-yard pickup. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
And with 8 minutes to work here, Merle, you got a lot of time for the Cal-Lu offense. So a lot of time, just take your time, move down the field at your own pace. You don't want to give the ball back to the Pirates if you don't have to.
2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. To receivers wide right, one to the near side. Handoff right side. Martin trying to turn the corner and high steps his way out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. Going to bring up a critical 3rd down and 2.
Martin on the carry. He stopped by number 9.
And how awesome would it be for this Pirates defense to make the Cal-Lu offense just go 3 and out?
Oh, man.
After that previous drive stalled out for the Pirates offense. And they're bringing in big number 99, Jalen Levine, out of Houston, Texas, the freshman for the Pirates. Coaches.
3rd and 2 from the 28. Lasher, handoff up the middle, and boy, he just got it out across the 30-yard line to the 31. Just enough for the 1st down, and CLU was still alive with 7:21 to go.
It was all plugged up there, Merle, but then right at the end he found that crease. The running back got through it and got that extra yard to get the 1st down.
Well, fresh set of downs for the Kingsmen. 1st down and 10 from their own 31-yard line, moving from right to left. 4th quarter, Pirates by 5, coming up in the 7-minute mark. One receiver wide right, 2 to the near side. Lasher in the shotgun, dropping back. Looking, firing left side, caught, and breaking free to the 40, the 45, up the near sideline to the 50-yard line. Went for the interception, didn't quite get it, and it turns into a 17-yard pickup for CLU.
And those are the risks you take when you try and make a play on a break on the ball like that. And right now in this second half, the Cal Lutheran receivers are doing a great job in their matchups against the Southwestern DBs.
I agree. That was Julio Angel. He had a nice catch earlier to extend the drive. 1st and 10 at their own 49. To receivers wide right, 1 to the near side. Lasher, handoff up the middle, Martin, and just bowls over a tackler down to the 46-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards on the play. That was Peyton Vaughn, took that hit head on. 2nd and 5 from the 46. Drive of the game right here, it looks like. 2nd and 5 from the 46.
Coach Austin has asked this Pirates defense to step up, it seems like every single quarter here. But none more than right now.
Blitz
They're able
coming,
to do
picked
it.
up, pass over to the left side. That ball is caught inside the 20 to the 15 to the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown. Cal Lutheran. Stanley Asigbu, the tight end. And credit to the offensive line for the Kingsmen for picking up the blitz and giving Lasher time to find that ball down the field.
And you go back, that blocked field goal looking massive right now.
Pirates trail for the first time tonight with 5.5 to go. 5:37 to be precise. And now it looks like Kingsmen are going to go for 2 with just a 1-point lead. The kick doesn't do them much good.
It's not over here. If the Pirates need to make this stop, and you can get in field goal range within the next 5 minutes.
And
they were about to let the play clock run out.
Yeah, a lot of confusion there. They couldn't quite figure out on personnel and what play to come in. But hey, kudos to the Kingsmen. I mean, down 21-3, all the momentum in favor of the Pirates. They didn't give up on the game, and they fought all the way back to take the lead here on the road.
Yeah, I remember you saying, Merle, with the 21-3 lead, we were up. You said it's not over with 6 minutes left of the third, and definitely was not. But that call to go for 2 by Cal Lou.
Yeah.
Right now, coming back from when they didn't get it, they could have already had 23. They could have already had.
Right.
Well, they would have had 24 at that point because they went for 2 again, didn't get it.
Yes.
So, yeah, they left some points on the board there where they wouldn't have to go for 2 in this situation.
Well, either way, the good news is for Pirates fans is you don't need to take it down for a touchdown. Like you said, 3 points would do it.
Depending on how the next play ends up, it'll either be for a tie or for the win.
Right. So 22-21. Cal Lou going to go for 2 to try to nudge it up to a 3-point advantage. Lasher in the shotgun. Marion lined up to his right side. Lasher rolling right. Under pressure, and that ball swatted away. Oh, he caught it. I thought he swatted away. I don't know how he got that through there.
A beautiful diving catch there by the Cal Lou receiver.
So
and it was great coverage, too. That's the thing. Like, it was beautiful coverage, too, by the Southwestern defender. Just an even better catch.
So the 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 24-21 now for the Kingsmen. 21 unanswered points here. And it is it's time to put on your big boy pants and get a good drive here for the Pirates.
Yeah, this is when your leaders need to step up, your seniors, your captains. You need to get your team together and just say, hey, guys, it's not over. We still have 5 minutes, 37 seconds left. We can take the ball down the field. We've done this before already in this game. This game is not over. They have momentum, yes. It's going to be tough, yes. But at the end of the day, we can get this done. And that's going to be just important for these seniors and these captains just to tell that their teammates. Because right now, you can feel it. The Cal Lutheran sideline, they're hyped up right now.
Yeah, they might have come in here, like you said, a lot of their guys back. They remember 37-7. They might have come in here and thought this one was going to be a bit of an easy cakewalk. And they kind of had to find their sea legs a little bit, and they've done that and more here in the second half. Now it's going to be up to the Pirates to find that extra gear and pull this one out of the fire.
Maybe they were still jet lagged.
Could be. Could be.
The first.
Norris on the near hash. Marion on the far hash for the Pirates. Burgos, the sophomore, set to kick it away. Oh, for a big return here.
We haven't been able to pull it out of the 20-yard line so far, Merle. We can at least do that, maybe get it to the 30.
Right.
Give this offense some room to work.
And it's going to go to the near side. It's going to be Norris. Going to let that one go into and out of the end zone, and the Pirates will take over first down 10 at the 25-yard line. 5:37 to go. Needing a field goal to tie, touchdown to take the lead here.
You have more than enough time to get down the field. The Pirates offense shouldn't be in a rush right now.
Right.
That's what Coach Mahask is telling them. Just, hey, guys, it's okay. Let's take a deep breath, compartmentalize everything. We're going to get it down the field. Let our kicker make a kick.
Yeah, we've had a fumble after a big run, gave the ball back to Cal Lou, gave them some momentum, a blocked field goal, opened the door for them to come back, drive it down the field. A ball that was tipped by a Pirate defender into the hands of a Kingsman receiver. So law of averages would tell you the Pirates should get a break here.
It's a lot of wacky plays that have gone against the Pirates here.
Gilpin sidearm slings it out to the 35-yard line. Wilson makes a nifty move and dives out to the 39, about a 13-yard pickup. First down, Southwestern.
It's a little coming out party for JoJo Wilson here.
Up to the 39.
He's going to be an exciting player to watch, I think.
He is, yeah. First down, 10 at the 39-yard line. Trips wide left, one to the near side. Dropping back, Gilpin rolling to his left. Pump fake. Now he's going to try to extend the play and fires over the left side. Caught at the 50-yard line. That's going to be good for a Pirate first down. Coming back was Crazy, coming back to bail out his quarterback. Picks up 11 yards for a first down.
And that's what you got to do with these quarterbacks that can run like that. You have to continue extending the routes, extending the plays if you're a wide receiver, Merle. And so Crazy, great job right there in doing that. And he finds himself with his first catch of the game.
Came at a good time. Ball in the midfield stripe on the far hash. 4:45 to go. Clock not a factor yet. One receiver wide left, trips to the near side for Gilpin. He's got the empty back set going. Gilpin dropping back. Good protection. Now he's going to direct traffic, going to his left, fires over to the left side. That ball is incomplete, but a flag down. Going to be a holding call. Wilson was trying to bounce it back to the outside, and some guy in white had a hold of the jersey right in front of the officials.
Yeah, I thought that Wilson got grabbed right there.
Yep.
I couldn't tell from our angle, but right there the ref was all on top of it.
And they're going to get the big one. Pass interference, not defensive holding, so that'll be a 15-yarder. And Pirates are getting dangerously close to 48 territory, if nothing else, with 4:23 to go. Northbrook over Aldine 27-14, and our second game going on in Houston tonight. That one's in the book, so we're the only plane on the runway tonight here on the Vype Live Network.
So we got a lot of crowd right now tuning in, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big crowd.
Yep.
I love it.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Two receivers wide left. Handoff up the middle. And makes the first guy miss. And the second inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. He's had a pretty good night. Gianni Tasegi picked up 7 on that one. Going to bring up a second down and 3.
He was caught by his shoestring.
He was, wasn't he?
It looked like he was about to get ahead of steam and start going. Still got a 7-yard run, though.
Second and 3 from the 28. Raindrops on the window here. Two receivers wide left, one to the near side. Gilpin dropping back. Good protection. Now the pocket breaks down. He breaks free. Rolling to his right. Pump fake and sidearmed it to the far side. Incomplete. Nice attempt there, but incomplete. Going to bring up a third down and 3. Great effort by Wilson. Just couldn't quite tippy-toe up the sideline.
Great effort by both men right there, Wilson and Gilpin. Gilpin avoiding a sack right there, which would have definitely been terrible for the Southwestern offense.
Well, it'll be a 45-yarder from here. That's a lot to ask on a nasty night. It'd be an interesting play here if they don't pick it up here. Hopefully they can pick it up and it won't matter. Third and 3 from the 28-yard line. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. Gilpin. Shuttle pass left side. They're going to get the first down to Segi inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line.
And a quick pitch right there from Gilpin.
Yeah.
I thought the Cal Lutheran defender, he could have stepped up and just grabbed that in midair. That's what it looked like from our angle, Merle. Luckily, though, Gianni got the ball, took it past the markers, Pirate first down.
Gilpin was like me with my paycheck. He was just the middleman. That ball no sooner hit his hands than he was pitching it out to the left side.
That's your wife taking that money.
Oh, she's listening. She'll agree
I know,
with
that's
you.
why I said it.
Pirates pick up a huge first down. First down and 10 at the 23-yard line. 3:05 to go in regulation time. One receiver wide left, two to the near side. Gilpin going to keep it himself. Bounce it to the left side of the 20. 15. Cutting it back out of the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. Oh, fumble ball came out. And CLU is going to recover the football. And the Pirates heartbreak here again. Wow.
And I guess if you go back to that first play of the game, Merle, where we dropped the ball and we got it back.
Right.
I don't know if it was foreshadowing, but some of the biggest plays for the Pirates have ended with a turnover.
Yes. That's the third one.
And it's a tough one. That's tough to swallow right there. But it's not over. We still have 3 timeouts. Defense has done a great job all game. Got to get a stop here.
Got to get a stop. A turnover will be better. Kingsmen take over on their own 10-yard line. Hand off Martin, and he's going to push his way out to the 13-yard line. I'm not sure how many timeouts the Pirates have left. They're going to take one of them right here. I think they've got one more after this one, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Pirates, your second charge timeout of the half.
Yeah, you're right.
Second,
We only have we have one left because we took that other one when we were about to go with Gilpin.
Right.
On the previous drive where we didn't score on the block field goal drive. That one. We took a timeout there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 to go from the 14-yard line.
Capital Realty Group, Ross and Champion CPA, First Texas Bank, Rainier Scott and White, the Georgetown Palace Theater, and Antioch Georgetown for all their continued support of Pirate Athletics.
Thank you, Mike Rose. I see it now. I do have it marked up on the score. I figured they would, but those little lines right underneath the team names, little hash marks there.
My vision's not that good, Merle. I can't see that.
Well, 2nd and 6 from the 14-yard line.
You think Martin's getting the ball here, Merle?
I would think so.
Southwestern stacking the box right now.
Yep, they give it to number 5, and he's got a nice hole out across the 20-yard line, driving the pile up to the 24. That'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains, but
Timeout.
boy,
Pirates, that's their third and final timeout of the
that's the
half.
final timeout for the Pirates, and CLU can pretty much bleed out the clock from here.
Yeah, even if we were to stop them,
Yeah.
we would have minimal time left.
Boy, this is going to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I would like to thank the following corporate
Yeah,
partners.
that coach's show is going to be fun for you on Monday, Merle.
Georgetown Shirt Company, Maintain,
Maybe not as fun as it looked like it was going to be about an hour ago. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, at halftime I was eating a sausage sandwich, some cinnamon rolls. I was having a great old time up here.
the Golden
I wouldn't say the same right now.
House of Games, and Gary Brown, CPA.
I mean, the story of the game right now, it was defense in the
Right.
beginning, but then it turned into the defense of Cal Lutheran,
Right.
getting 3 turnovers in the second half.
Yeah. Which was how the game started last year out in California. Put the Pirates behind the 8 ball early. It's been kind of the mirror image here tonight. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line, 2:41 to go. Pirates out of timeouts.
Let's get a turnover here.
Martin, both hands on the football, picked up a yard or two, but that's pretty much irrelevant.
Isaiah Martin on the carry.
Kalu can just milk this clock down inside of 2 minutes before they snap it again.
Luckily for the Pirates, though, Merle, this isn't a conference game.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
It won't matter when, in the grand scheme of things. Yes, it's going to go on your record if we're not able to make a stop here, get a turnover. But it's not a conference game.
2nd and 8 from the 26. Hand off to Martin again. He's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for about a yard gain. Pirates digging for the football, but Martin doing a good job at hanging on to it. And with 3rd down and 7 coming up, They'll snap this ball with about 1:09 to go. So the Pirates should get it back if they can get the stop.
Yeah, it'll be minimal time, but
Yeah.
we will get it back. We'll have a chance.
For the Kingsmen.
Unless for some odd reason Cal-Lou decides to pass it here, which I can't imagine.
I can't imagine they would.
To take that risk.
They're going to call a timeout here and talk it over. Play clock down to 1, and there's your timeout. So they stopped the clock with 70 ticks left on the clock. They're facing a 3rd and 7. Yeah, that's awful risky.
Yeah, like Lasher has connected with his receivers in this 4th quarter, but you always run that risk of him overthrowing it.
Right.
He was doing that a lot earlier in the game. He did it here in the 2nd half. Give it to Martin. See what you can do. And like you said, Merle, even if they get 3 yards, don't get the first down, they still leave Southwest with only about 20 seconds left.
If you haven't been with us all night long, it's been a wild one from the beginning. The Pirates' first touchdown of the year came on a punt attempt for CLU. The punter dropped it in the end zone, and instead of taking a safety, the Pirates knocked him off the football and pounced on it to take a 7-0 lead. We've had long runs ending in fumble that went against the Pirates. We've had a CLU pass off a deflection that went into the end zone for them. 3rd and 7 from the 27. Got to get your stop right here. Going to hand it off to Martin right side, and they do get the stop. He's pushing the pile forward out to the 30-yard line, but a good play there by Gomez, Alexander Gomez. And it's 4th down. The punting unit will come on here for the Kingsmen. 55 seconds to go, about a 23-second difference. So you'll get it back and you'll have time for maybe 1 or 2 deep throws down the field.
Yeah.
Probably 2. Unless they drop the snap again.
They could drop the snap. You never know. Pressure
Not
bust
that
pipes.
I'm trying to jinx him or anything.
Pressure bust pipes, and this punter, you never know how he'll react. You don't know if he's been in this situation before.
There's your timeout.
Timeout. Kingsman, their 3rd final timeout of the half.
.24 seconds left. Timeout taken by the Kingsmen. Coach Anthony Lugo right there standing by the official. Let's get that timeout with 1 second left. It's going to be 4th and 4, almost irrelevant. Now, one thing you don't want to do if you're the Pirates is get drawn off sides here.
Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. And honestly, if you're Cal-Lou, if you're able to get the punt off, I'm not even going to punt it to the Southwestern returnman. I'm going to try and angle this out of bounds.
Yep.
Put it somewhere where he can't get it, maybe get a roll out of it, get some more time off the clock.
Now the Pirates are bringing 10. Elijah Norris is the only man back. He's standing at the 34-yard line. Low snap, fielded clean, and a short, high kick.
Go get it.
And it's going to ankle out of bounds, so not a lot of distance. It's going to be marked at the 49. They're still triangulating. Wow. That's got the 48-yard line. That ball only traveled 18 yards.
That ball, that kick out of bounds saved the Pirates about, I think, 6 seconds right there.
Yeah. There is a flag down. Let's check the flag at the 41-yard line. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't see anybody clapping yet.
Come on, Doogie, don't break my heart again. It looks like they may have picked it up.
Well, here's the thing. You only need 3 points. If they've got the ball, they're going to mark it off against the Kingsmen.
Wow.
Personal foul, face mask.
An absolutely bonehead move by them right there.
Wow. That puts the ball at the 33-yard line. If you get yourself 15 yards here, you've got a chance for Fournier to tie this thing up.
But the key is you got to get out of bounds.
Yes, you do.
If you're a Pirates offensive player, if you don't get out of bounds, like with no timeouts, it's going to be very difficult to get a field goal off.
17 seconds, no timeouts. You need a field goal to tie and force overtime.
This is a situation they practice, Merle.
Yeah.
They do this all the time at the end of practice on Wednesdays.
Gilpin in the shotgun. Trips here to the near side. Dropping back. Pump fake. Fires left side. That ball is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. No flag. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 12 seconds to go.
I have one more play just like that.
Yep. I think they tried to get it to Ethan Powell. Couldn't quite haul it in. Good coverage there by the Kingsman defense. That play took 5 seconds. You've got time for 1, maybe 2 more if you get out of bounds, if they're quick. Or it would be a 49-yard field goal attempt from 48. And I remember he could drill it. There's no wind.
Southwestern O-line needs to come through right here.
Trips to the near side, 1 wide left. Gilpin dropping back. Looking left. Fires over the left side. That ball is caught, but you're not in bounds. They're going to stop the
Hurry
clock
up.
to move the chains.
Get to the line, spike
5
it.
seconds. They got to get up. They're going to stop the clock to move the chains. Pirates up quickly.
Oh, there's confusion. There's confusion.
Winding the
Spike
clock.
it.
3, 2, 1. He
There's
goes
1
to 1
second.
second. Should have 1 second.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, you can't cut that any closer. 1 second on the clock by my eyes.
There's 1 second. There should be 1 second left.
Officials are going to talk it over. I saw 1 second when he spiked the football.
Doogie, you got to watch that. It's 1 second. Doogie.
Please set the game clock. For
Yeah.
1 second.
1
Yeah,
second. There you go.
boy, Doogie.
Ooh, just in the nick of time.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to say it's because he knows me. But
All right, we've had 1 block. Charlie Fournier on for what will be a 34-yard attempt for the tie.
This is a great first game, Merle.
No kidding. Damian Gomez, the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It is good. And we got overtime.
That's a bad man.
Woo, boy.
The sophomore at Austin, Texas, yeah, your boy out of Vanderbilt.
Attaboy, Viper.
You knew it. You said, oh, he's got a leg on him. Oh, he's hyped. Oh, man. That man's going to pass all his quizzes this week. His professors are immediate A's. You can't give him 48 anything other than A this week.
24 all overtime. Well, folks, I waited 5 years to get back up here, so what a way to come back.
And if you were looking at the play, Merle, with that last one we spiked it, you had a lot of confusion out there. You had the field goal unit running out there. The coach is telling, no, we're going to spike it. Come back, come back. And luckily enough, we didn't get too many men on the field. That would have ended the game. And Landry somehow, some way, called Hut, spiked the ball, and we got the field goal. We're going to overtime. I love it. You can't beat it.
24 on the scoreboard.
There we go. Josh Blanche doing a great job for us. Got all excited, forgot to add the points on. So, college overtime rules. Starts at the, was it 20 or 25? It's 20-yard line, right? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's 25.
I think it's yeah, so
25.
Each team will go, they're going to have a coin toss here. Each team will get the football. So if you're unfamiliar with college overtime rules, if the offensive team scores 3, the defensive team, or the other team will get the ball in the same spot, and they've got to score at least 3 to force a second overtime or 7 to win.
So you know I said I know Doogie, right, Merle? Look
Yeah.
what my mom just texted me. She said, my boy Doogie just saved us with 1 second. You think
That
I
was the right call. We were both here watching
100%,
that scoreboard.
100%. It was 1 second left on the clock. That wasn't biased or anything like that. That was 100%. There was 1 second
Yep.
left. Goodness gracious. You couldn't ask for much more.
We're off the air. We're off the air. Is it yellow? Just stop and start and see if we come back.
Southwestern one clip and show the own defense first.
All right. So CLU has it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First play in overtime. And it's Martin up the middle, 20 to the 15-yard line, down to the 14-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 1st and goal.
So Southwestern won the toss, Merle. They deferred to go on offense second. So we've said it all game. Southwestern defense, they can make another stop here. It would be ideal.
First down and goal from the 14-yard line. Handoff, left side, Martin inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
Martin, the ball carrier, was tripped up by number 16, Wayne Corkin.
Second and goal from the 14-yard line. Second and goal from the 14-yard line in the first overtime. Lasher. Dropping back, looking, flying over to the right side, fade pattern in the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Just a nice play right there by Cal Lou. A little fade route in the back of the end zone by number 16, Julio Angel. Maybe a little shaken up on that play.
Yeah, it took a hard fall, but a nice catch.
I'd take a touchdown for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah,
them.
yeah.
So a big field goal coming up here, Merle. If the Pirates can block it.
Yeah, it'd be a 6-point game.
And so if they score then, gives Fournier the chance. But that's thinking too far forward at that point. Let's just worry about this next extra point coming up.
30-24 in the first overtime.
So when you really think about it, Merle, the only reason we're really here is because of that personal foul.
That's
that
right.
Put the Pirates in the ideal position to get into field goal range. Like, yeah, we had Ethan Powell making a great play, great run and catch, but that personal foul, because we were going to be like the 50, that put us around the 34.
We are back. We will get you caught up. Unfortunately, we lost internet. It just went out. We're still playing. It's 30-24 in overtime. We'll get you caught up here. We are recording, so we will have the full archive uploaded later on tonight. The point after attempt here coming. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Pirates will get it back, trailing at 31-24 in overtime. So let's get you caught up. And again, we apologize. That's the one thing we can't control is the internet connection. There is no internet here inside the stadium, and we lost the network for a few moments. So 24-21, 16 seconds to go. The Pirates, trying to remember how it all worked out. They
Cal Lou punted with about 25
Right.
seconds left.
It
It was a
an
bad
incomplete
punt.
pass.
It was a bad punt,
Right.
and it left around 6 extra seconds. We put us at 17
Right.
seconds. Then a personal foul by a Cal Lou defender on the
Right.
punt put the Pirates from where it would have been the 50 all the way up to near the 34.
Right.
And so at that point, Pirates had no timeouts. We threw to Ethan Powell on a third down, put us around the 18-yard line. We spiked it with 1 second.
And Charlie Fournier with the extra point, or the field goal to tie it up at 24-24 as time expired. And the first series from overtime, Cal Lutheran just scored a touchdown on a pass to Angel. So now the Pirates need a touchdown and an extra point to force a second overtime. And the handoff up the middle.
Johnny Tsesegi on the carry.
Tsesegi on the carry. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 2, or 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard pickup. Could not have happened at a worse time. Totally out of our control. Just lost the internet connection.
Y'all should definitely go back and watch those plays, though.
Yep.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend.
2nd and 8 from the 23-yard line. Trips here to the near side. One receiver wide left, dropping back, looking downfield. Pass caught at the 10, and down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be first and goal. Pasegi again. He's had a big night.
Brought down to the 5-yard line. It's first and goal for the Pirates.
So first and goal from the 5. Need the touchdown and the extra point to force the second overtime.
The big tight end, Joey Robertson, checking in right now. 5 yards out. He's dangerous.
2 receivers wide left, 1 to the near side. Gilpin going to keep it himself right now. He's going to look now, firing over to the right side, and it is incomplete.
Good coverage.
Yeah, very good coverage. Pretty good throw to JoJo Wilson. Got it to where only Wilson had a shot at it, but it's going to bring up a second to go from the 5.
Good job there by the Southwestern line picking up that blitz. As Robinson checks out and Crazy checks back in. Segi in there. He's been having a great night, like you said. He's got one more highlight in him here.
Let's hope so. Second and goal from the 5. Trips wide left, 2 to the near side. Gilpin dropping back. And flag out into the end zone. As a flag came in, no word from the official. I don't know if it was a reception at the goal line but we'll check the flag anyway. Oh, false start on the Pirates, so a dead play. Didn't even happen. Second to goal from the 10. That does hurt.
Ethan Powell caught that in the end zone for a touchdown. That's unfortunate. Gotta have your feet set. Second and 5 to second and 10 here.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Pasegi to the right side, dropping back. Stepping up is Gilpin. Breaks free. Keeps himself alive to the 5, cutting it back. Puts his shoulder down and gets it down to the 3-yard line. So you've got 2 plays to pick up 3 yards. Good run by Gilpin. Tough run by Gilpin.
He's like a magician back there, Merle. It looked like he was dead in the water, about to get sacked. Somehow, some way, got to the 4-yard line, the 3-yard line actually, to make it third and goal from the 3.
Third and goal from the 3. 2 plays to pick up 3 yards. Oh boy. 1 receiver wide left, trips to the near side. Gilpin with the empty back set. Quarterback keeper, left side. They're going to cut it back up. And very close. He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Does it again. Merle.
Wow.
Does it again. Look, dead in the water. Finds himself in the end zone.
Pretty good defense by the Kingsmen, too. He just cut it back inside. It wasn't going to be denied.
Absolutely showing out in this first game here in his senior year.
There was a flag in the play. I didn't see it, but it was on the defense anyway, so it won't matter. So now, do the Pirates go for 2 in the win or 1 for the second overtime?
They are talking about it right now.
Yes, they are. I don't see
Coach
Fournier
Austin,
coming on.
Coach Mask. They're talking about it. They're thinking about sending these guys home right now.
If this is a conference game, I think you kick it. If it's a non-conference game,
they're going for it.
they're going to go for the win. We've been playing football for 3 hours and 3 minutes. And it's going to come down to this final play. A 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Fournier in the shotgun, trips to the near side. And CLU is going to call a timeout, I think, and think about this. Wow.
That's their only timeout and their only time period.
Week 1, right, Merle?
Week 1.
Yeah.
Good thing I had a physical and the doctor said I was in good shape. Don't have to worry about a heart condition. Wow, what a way to open up the season.
Yeah, if every game's going to be like this, I don't know if I'll make it, Merle.
I'm so sorry about the internet thing, but again, there's really nothing we can do about that. They are renovating the internet here in the stadium. It should be up and running again by October, and we can get off the hotspot and get back on the network. But happened at the worst possible time, of course. But we will get the archive posted later on tonight, so you can go back and see how crazy TJ and I went. Paul Lund riding in says, go Pirates, finish this. Go Jason Lund, number 2, defensive end. Here we go. 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Trips to the near side. Gilpin empty back set. Dropping back, rolling right, in trouble, fires over to the right side.
He got it!
Did he get it? He did it! The Pirates win! I have no idea who caught it because he was mobbed immediately, but Southwestern in overtime opens the 2022 season with a 32-31 win in overtime.
A swarm of Pirates. I love it. I love it, Merle. The refs are gone.
They are
out.
long
They're
gone.
out. Bye, Doogie.
I knew he caught it. My only question
my
was he
goodness.
across the goal line? But
He
they were right
100%
there.
was across the goal
Yeah.
line. 100%. What a way to start
Wow.
2022, Merle.
32-31. And guess what? That coaches show Monday night's going to be a fun night after all.
Yeah, that 2-minute mark in this game. We're 2-minute mark. We were saying, I don't know. Hey, what we say? Game not over, though.
Game's not over.
Oh, my goodness.
Stick around for the post-game show. Chuck Tracy will talk to Coach and imagine a couple of the players.
The local convenience store sales are going to go up
Yep.
tonight. Beverages are going off the racks tonight. Oh, my goodness.
And Chuck, the first information we're going to need from you when you come on the air is who caught the touchdown pass. He was swarmed before we could even pick out the number. So here comes
Here we
Coach
go,
Austin.
Here we go.
And we'll send it down to Chuck on the sideline with head coach Joe Austin. Take it away, sir.
Ken, the new athletic director, congratulating Coach Austin.
Go for it, Chuck. Plug him in.
Time to sing the fight song.
There he is. All right, now we got it
there
good
we
to go.
go.
Don't drop your phone, Chuck. That's all right.
I don't know if it's insured. Chuck.
Well, he said he wants to do the fight song first.
Yeah.
He's going to bring a couple players over.
That sounds
So
good.
We'll talk to him.
Hey, Chuck, do you know who
It
caught
was
the
Jay
touchdown
Upton
pass by
Jones.
chance?
It was JoJo Wilson.
Joe, you should have known.
Coming out party for
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson.
JoJo Wilson caught that.
Oh,
Awesome.
my goodness. This is huge. We talked earlier, Merle, about the experience, right? In those situations. I think right there it paid dividends.
Yes, it did. Yeah. Yep.
We'd like to thank you for attending today's game. Our final score,
What a game.
the Southwestern
Oh, man.
Pirates 32, the Cowboys
Led 21-3. Thought it was well in hand. Fell behind 24 to 21.
On your way home this evening.
The breaks weren't going their way in the second half. They caught the break with the face mask penalty. That's what gave them life.
And drive home safely.
Absolutely incredible. Never give up.
Nope.
That's pirate spirit right there.
And then you fall behind in overtime, right as we were getting back on the air. You fall behind by 7. You got to have a touchdown to win. I'm guessing number 8 is going to be one of our guests.
It's
Just going to go out on the limb here.
him, Landry. I can see that.
Standing by waiting to hear from Coach Austin and a couple of Pirate players of his choice.
Get some of those guys dancing, Mike. Yeah. Thank God these guys are better football players than dancers. Pirate fight will never die, Merle. That's the lyric right there. That he showed that today.
You know, it's funny. I mentioned that I had done a documentary about
Yeah.
the program coming back. Found out during that documentary they had to go find the school song. They didn't
Yep.
know what the school song was.
And a lot of people still don't.
Yeah, yeah.
I do a lot of volleyball, softball games, and I'll play the fight song, and the girls look up. They're like, "What is this?"
Right.
It's our fight song.
Congratulations. Yep.
You can tell Chuck's out there just by that bright yellow.
Exactly. Yep, yep.
That's why he wears it. I love it.
Go ahead. Congratulations, man.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll send it down to Chuck. Chuck, take it away. Chuck Tracy down the sidelines with Landry Gilpin to start with. You got the floor, sir.
Okay, Landry, talk to me a little bit about that second half. Cal Lou, came back pretty furiously, put us a little bit behind the 8 ball, but your leadership, the offense, the defense, no give up. Talk about that a little bit.
First of all, the defense, wow, those guys played probably the best game of defense that I've seen in the circumstances that we were in. They were solid all night, and we told them at halftime, hey, y'all held us all together for the first half. We're going to help you guys. We're going to alleviate some of that stuff going into the second half. And when things came down to it, that's what was happening, and they stayed with us. They stayed supportive on the sideline when we were struggling, and we did the same for them, and it was an entire team effort. O-line played amazing tonight. The receivers played awesome tonight. Defense played a hell of a game. Coaches called a hell of a game, and it's just really exciting for us all right now.
Excellent. Now, talk about the last series there, right before halftime. Right before the end of the game, the field goal needed to tie it up, send it into overtime, and then the overtime, the clutch plays that your offense put together. Talk about that a little bit.
Those guys, when I talk about those guys are in the lab every day preparing for things like that. The coaches do a job of knowing what we're going to do when a situation like that comes into it, knowing how we're going to handle it. And that's exactly what we did. We trusted them, and we followed the process, and they got us where we were.
Congratulations,
Thank you, man.
Landry. Who's next? Oh, yeah, I know you, Blaine. I interviewed you last. Blaine Corkin, linebacker here. Talk a little bit about the defense. Y'all had a big game, especially in the first half. There's some breakdowns there in the second half. Y'all stuck with it. That's a tough offense to shut down. Y'all really did do some severe work, I think. Gives your thoughts.
Yeah, shout out to the whole defense and the offense for bailing us out on that last play. Just crazy game, the coaches, everybody. As far as the defense goes, we had a game plan coming in. We knew player for player we had a better team, and we were just going to stick down and do everything that we needed to do. We knew that everything we did when they came out, as far as the game plan and stuff, everything was prepared. We had a couple unfortunate plays, that tip pass for a touchdown.
That's part of football.
We got back to the sideline, and everybody rallied back up, and we just had to make a stop. So.
Well, talk to me about how it is tackling a guy that weighs about 225 coming through there on a regular.
Yeah, we got a little rude awakening at first. He's a big boy, but we had to rally the ball, hit him low, drive through, and
And y'all did a good job swarming towards the ball.
We knew, we can't rely on one person to make a tackle on the open field because he most likely was going to break a tackle. So everybody just runs the ball, and defense just did their job.
Y'all did excellent, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great victory.
Oh, down about 5.
You're Alex Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Another linebacker here. Alex? What? Give us your thoughts on the defensive performance first.
Hey, we stuck it out. It was a long game. It was humid. It was hot. We were cramping it, but we pulled it through. There were some mistakes that we made, but we cleaned them up and we're talk.
Well, I tell you, when there were mistakes, y'all had short memory about it. You come back out, you guys would make plays.
Yes, sir. Definitely, we did have short memory. Our coaches prepared as well. We went out there and executed and got the job done.
And you got a strip in the first half, didn't you?
Yeah.
Talk about that play a little bit.
It was a reverse. We were prepared for it this week. Our coaches made sure that we were ready for the trick play. I started coming the other way and just got on my horse.
Yeah, you showed a lot of speed for a linebacker. I'm just teasing you, Alex. Good job. Congratulations on the win. Coach, I thought I had my blood pressure under control, and then I came out here tonight.
Yeah.
Talk to me first about the decision to go for there instead of the tie there in overtime.
Well, the great thing about headsets these days is you can talk to your whole staff, and so the defensive coaches were on board with playing aggressive and playing for the win, and our offensive coaches were on board, and we had time for us to talk about, do we have a play we like? And we knew what we wanted to do, and so there was that was the decision, and we knew at the beginning of that drive that when we scored, we were going to go for the win.
Well, and I think for one, there's a lot of maturity that was shown by your team out here on the field tonight. There were moments when you could kind of see a lesser team might allow the game to get away from them. But your Pirates, they never gave up, and they were all the way until the very last second of regulation through overtime. Talk about that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You have to give the Kingsmen a lot of credit. They played an unbelievable fourth quarter.
Yes,
they made every play. And there were times where we didn't make a whole lot of plays. But as you said, we stuck with it. And we got a break there at the end, a good field position to get in that field goal. The officials did a great job of seeing the clock, and there was a full second. So
yes.
They did that excellent. And how about Charlie, being nails and just banging that thing. our defense was out on the field a lot tonight. And so it's hard for a first game. The field position was against us. And our offense did some good things at times, but they weren't as consistent as I know they would like to be. And so, as you said, I'm agreeing with you. We just stuck with it. We stuck with it. Our defense hung in there. And then when we had the chance to go for the win, if we hadn't got it, everybody's saying, you should have tied it, but because everybody had saying guesses everything. But that was our decision. We were going to go for 2 and go for the win. We had one play to win that game, and we wanted to take that opportunity.
And it was an excellent play call. Talk about the young receiver there that made the reception.
Yeah, JoJo Wilson had a great game. He had some big catches for us. We also drew penalties when they couldn't cover him, they had to grab it. And so when we targeted him, he was moving the ball for us. We threw some screens in the first half. So a really good first appearance for JoJo. Very talented, and so a really good coming out party, I guess, for him. He's a name that folks will get to know.
Well, and we'll talk about it on Monday, or you will with Merle, but there are some things that were out on the field that obviously can be improved upon, and as a coach, that's one of the things you always look at, even in victory, is where can we get better. Talk about that.
We didn't play a great second half. We didn't play a great second half, really in any of the 3 phases. So we've got a lot we can work on.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
It was excellent. Back to you, Merle.
All right, thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Coach, and thanks to all the guys for stopping by and saying hello. And wow, what a way to start the season! 32-31, Pirates get the win in overtime, and we're going to pivot back around and get TJ. For all you folks at home, we're sorry. We're going to get TJ and I back on camera here.
I don't know if they want to see us, Merle.
I don't know. I don't know.
think they do.
What a way to start the game, or start the year. I mean, that was pretty crazy.
At the end of the day, all that crazy stuff, if you're a Pirates fan, you're a Pirates player, Pirates coach, you can't ask for much more than a win.
That's exactly right. Especially, these guys met last year as 37-7.
Yep.
Went the wrong way. Looked like it might swing that way again, but the Pirates weren't going to be denied. They protect the home turf and get the season off to a 1-0 start.
Yep. And with only 4 home games this year.
That's right.
Each home game matters, even if it's a non-conference game. So great job by the Pirates tonight.
Well, any final thoughts here before we get out of here on this Saturday night, Labor Day weekend?
No, I just think the Pirates did a great job this whole game of showing just tenacity, never quitting.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is going to pay dividends later in the season.
Well, thanks to everybody out there that's tuning in. As Vype Media bringing Southwestern football back onto the network. Sorry about the little internet glitch there. Again, we will post the replay in its entirety, so you can go back and hear about what happened there right down the stretch. 16 seconds left. I can't. The worst possible time, but
hey,
that's just the way it goes.
They want to go back and watch it now.
That's
Trust
right.
me.
That's exactly right. So, and again, next week the Pirates travel on the road to Jackson, Mississippi. We will not make that trip. That'll be the only game that we don't do. We'll be back on the air 2 weeks from tonight from Mary Hardin Baylor as the Pirates take on the defending national champion Mary Hardin Baylor crew. What a way to start the season, the conference season against, well, you're going to find out pretty quickly, I think, in 2 weeks especially, how good this Pirate team is.
Yep, it's going to be very exciting for us, I think, up here, Merle.
So for everybody out there, on behalf of my broadcast partner, TJ Vela, Mike Rose running camera, Josh Blanche, great job out on camera, Harley Hudson, Suna Vincott, our technical director. Without her, half of our broadcast wouldn't be on the air. Rosie Vega back at the comfy, cozy Vype Live Studios, better known as her living room. Shout out to my wife, Christina Weber, and my mom tuned into the broadcast. Thanks to everybody here at Southwestern. We're going to sign out. The Pirates with a thrilling win at home tonight in overtime, 32-31. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a very safe and happy Labor Day, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Actually, don't forget to come out to the Coaches Show, Southwestern Football Weekly, SU Football Weekly, Monday night, 6 o'clock at Jack's Lounge at the beautiful Georgetown Sheraton. As Coach Austin likes to say, Bessie's got to sell some beers. So, get out there and enjoy the show. It's going to be a fun time after this comeback win here for the Pirates. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Southwestern Pirates football on Vype Live. Good night, everybody.